I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So, last time we played, which was 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks. You guys successfully got into the auction. They didn't require any entry permits or really anything like that. You guys got in. Upon entry, you into the foyer, you guys met with a strange man that appeared to be a pirate at first, but you couldn't really tell, and he said that he did know of the fairy race in general. He said that there was a crew that he was a part of that did not do some savory things to them. They pretty much captured them and sold them into slavery, he implied. And he said that he wants to hopefully repent for that in some way. You guys then tried to go and convince Lord Colin to buy the syringe, upon which you guys said that Snow had sent him to look for the kid, or that you guys were traveling with Snow to look for the kid.
That's been a mistake.
Galax talked to a guard and befriended an Azazan guard, which, if the Azazan race was revealed last time as well, which are essentially more devil-like tieflings, but then instead of hair, they have like horns that droop down and are pliable and kind of stick in place where they need to. You guys, Snow and Hana, tried to go and steal the syringe, to which Hana for some reason said they had sticky fingers. And
not my fault.
My fault, literally said it.
Your fault.
Kind of my fault.
And to which they got captured, almost killed, almost thrown in prison, until a certain figure saved them that Galax had talked to earlier, and they were thrown out of the auction. After that, Galax bought a sickle. You guys upped the price on a property that the pirate was asking you guys to up the price on. You guys, when Galax went back to purchase the sickle formally, he scouted the area and managed to procure one of the syringes on the table out of 3. He took the exquisite looking one, the very fancy looking syringe, and made out of there. And then when the syringe lot came up for purchase, a mysterious figure who you guys recognized as Slyne started bidding on the syringe and ended up purchasing it for, I believe, like around $500,000. Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And
Jesus Christ.
And upon each bid, as Gabrielle looked to the stands, you could see your father like waving his hand and kind of motioning before the bid happened. And when Slyne got up to look to go get the syringe, he looked back at Gabriella and Rosalind, and he kind of smirked when he was passing by.
Gonna fucking shoot him straight in the eyeballs, I swear to God. He will die by my hands. Asshole.
So I will put this on now. So you guys are sitting in the auction house room, the auction floor, and there's a bunch of people around still waiting for the next few lots. What are you guys gonna do?
Going to go walk up and approach Slyne. Is he back in like his little seating area, or is he back there still?
He's back in the back, purchasing the syringe.
I will sit in his spot.
You'll go and sit in his spot?
In his chair.
Alright.
Is there anything else happen? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You're not in the auction house. You got kicked out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's me and Snow?
You and Snow got kicked out. As soon as Snow got kicked out, Snow ran.
And I'm just around the corner.
You're just sitting on the steps like a bill.
Yeah, I'm
gonna go leave.
I'm just a bill.
You're gonna go leave and look for Hana? Alright. So...
Can I have my stuff back?
Stop.
No.
Stop.
You aren't... You can't just say, can I have my stuff back?
My cat is trying to knock all my dice.
Yeah, that's not how it works. You don't just magically pop your stuff back into existence.
Unless you're Hana.
No, Hana couldn't even. Hana wasn't able to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's magical block.
It's a magical block.
So Hana wasn't able to do it. So wait, hold on. Let me. I have to make sure that my alarm wasn't going off. I'm gonna go off again. So as you approach and sit down in the chair, you kind of notice a weird sensation rush over you, like a sensation that you aren't normal, like you aren't used to, but it has happened before. You feel like a weird warmth come over your head, and your body starts to like feel warmer, and then all of a sudden it goes cold, and then it fluctuates back to warm, and it just keeps on fluctuating back those two like varying temperatures, and all you hear is all you hear in your mind is, so you've come to talk, or do you wish to speak on a more private matter?
Right now, listening to Katy Perry's Hot and Cold right now, so I don't need to listen to you right now. Okay.
You hear a distinct pause for a second. He goes, "Still acting bratty, I see."
Still an awful father, I can tell.
Who said I was your father?
Who the hell is this, and why do you have my head? Like, do you just randomly go into people's heads and just stop
Do you just
yelling?
randomly assume every voice in your head is your father's?
Yes!
Seems like you have more issues than you initially let on.
Well, what is that you want?
You just have a small pause, and then he goes, "To get out of my friend's seat," and you feel like a small gust like lift you up a little bit.
That's illegal! No magic allowed in here.
No, it never said no magic allowed.
Well, shit, I don't know the rules.
They just said no obvious magic allowed. They never put an actual magic blocker in.
Hey, cat, no. Stop.
They have to show off the staves and the sickles when they bring them out as well.
No, I'm still going to pout. And I will
I still
stand up.
don't like it.
And I will stand up and I will just wait next to his chair.
All right. As you wait, one lot goes by. Another of the properties that they are selling in Precio happens, and as that lot goes back, you kind of notice a little tap on your shoulder, and as
What is it?
you turn around to face him, and it's just, you notice the scar down his face, and he goes, "I believe you're in my seat."
Ah, yes. Celine, was it?
He
Tell me.
looks you up and down. He goes, "I go by many names."
Okay, well, you told me Celine, so I'm gonna call you Celine. I don't know any of your other names.
Continue.
Anyway, Slime. What is your interest with that syringe?
Some things are best left.
Unsaid,
dark.
whatever, yada yada. Okay, did my father put you up to this?
I thought I told you I didn't like your father.
No one likes my father, but you can still work for him.
If I say no, will it get you to go away?
Stop it.
I need an answer.
Then no.
An actual answer.
Now give me my seat back.
Ass.
Do you want to roll an insight to see if he's lying or anything, or no?
Yeah, you know what? First roll of the day. Why not?
Can I see this all happening?
You can
20,
see this
20,
all
20.
happening, yes.
Wait, hold on. Where's my?
Tell me the
I think I have like a +3 in insight.
Can I see how many people are with him?
With
Oh, 16.
Gabriella.
With Slime?
There's
Like, how
nobody
many
like
are
there's
part
nobody
of this
immediately
group?
around him. He's just sitting in a group of people, like sitting, because they're all in rows, and his group of people were like him and a couple mercenary, like heavily clad mercenaries that you were seeing beforehand. There's
Okay.
about 4 or 5 of them sitting around that same
Do
area.
I see the elf that I know was with
No,
him before?
the elf is not present around that area at all.
Okay.
All right. So you rolled a what was
16.
it? 16. Okay, 1 second. Gotta check this. All right. So as you turn to like as the words leave his mouth and he's just like, "No, can I have my seat back?" You do notice a slight like look up to the rafters a little bit as he's sitting there, but he doesn't seem to let on that he's lying, but maybe not telling the entire truth.
Very well. Shall return to my seat, I guess. Enjoy the stupid syringe. It does nothing.
He looks back at you and he goes, Oh, I'm sure it doesn't. Now, be on your way.
You be on your seat.
And he plops down, and you hear a little like as he plops down onto his seat, and he just settles in.
I'm just gonna be an ass to him, honestly. He's awful. He's just absolutely awful.
Is there anything else you want to do, or do you want me to go to Galax and Hana?
Go to Galax and Hana. I'm just gonna go pout in my chair now.
All right, Galax. So roll me a perception as you're looking for Hana.
All right. Oh, dude,
my phone's going off, man. I don't know what's up with my phone today.
Popping.
It's popping, dude.
Blowing up, man. You're so popular.
18.
18. So as you get out of the auction house, you do notice a couple tracks kind of going around the back of the auction house walls, and you see a little bit of like wear, or like a little bit of handprints, like just kind of smearing dirt along the wall as well. And you can kind of hazard a guess that it's either Snow or Hana that moved back to there. So it's your best bet, but you don't see Hana immediately in your vicinity.
I'm gonna go. Little one, where are you? And like sort of just shout it.
Am I anywhere near enough to hear it?
You would be able to hear this, yes. You get no response, Galax.
I am going to go and go around the corner where I stand.
All right. As you peek around the corner, you see Hana just kind of like sitting along the wall, looking like they're pouting. You know, typical Hana, right?
Just Hana things.
And you don't notice anything on her. You don't seem to see any of her equipment. She just seems to be in her armor with nothing else. You notice that nothing has been acquired or procured as they left. It seems like they took it for their own use after they got kicked out.
I'm gonna sort of like bend down, like not in a demeaning way, and be like, "Little one, where did your stuff go?" I'm sort of doing this to like, obviously about the gun. I'm sort of, what happened to this? Where did it go?
No work.
It broke.
Under
Why not?
constructed
Why not?
safety of this.
Do you want to go and see if we can find your thing? Do you want to just follow, or? I put Hana on my shoulder.
Okay, where are you guys going?
I guess I'll go to the chest area where we can go and get our stuff. Chest 67, or did we actually get changed to 69?
It was 67 plus 2
It
is what was written on there.
Yeah, it was like 65 plus 4 or something like that.
Yeah, I will go and try and find that chest.
So the chest area was advertised as the same place as the storage room that all the lots are being held in. So that's where they advertised it as, so you wouldn't be able to walk into there.
I'm gonna sort of look.
You can try talking to one of the guards if you want, but that's you're not gonna be able to get in there, at least not with Hana on your shoulders, because they did kick Hana out.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just look at something I might have. Okay, I have some bedroll, right? Just hear me out. Can I use it as a cloak for Hana?
I mean, you can try, but yeah, you can try.
Okay.
You can try.
I'm gonna offer it to Hana and say, if you want to get back in, you're gonna have to hide a little.
I'm in my head just imagining the trick where like the two people on their shoulders and you have the long, but like if I just hide and your face is down there, but your face is down there, it's not gonna, but you know, whatever. And I'm just gonna kind of just put it on and wrap up.
I'm gonna go and look for the guard that I spoke to.
The guard that you spoke to is inside the auction house.
Well, I'm gonna try and go back in.
as you do try to re-enter, the guards at the front do like stop you, and they go, halt. What's that on your shoulders?
It's Bobby. You remember the bear I had? That
Uncloak him. Make sure. Uncloak him. Make sure that we can see him. No funny business here.
Really quick, before I uncloak, I'm going to use my last. We haven't slept yet, right?
No, you haven't.
Use my last slot to disguise self as a small bear.
All right. So you disguise yourself as a small bear, and do you uncloak him or no?
I open up the cloak and I go, rah.
Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me deception with advantage.
I was gonna say I would help either way. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say deception with advantage
Yo,
makes
both
sense.
18s. Let's go.
Go.
Nice.
With deception plus 0, so still 18.
All right.
But your deception's 0.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what the main guard at the door is looking at you, and he's kind of inspecting it, and he goes, "What do you think, Jim?" And you see the other guard just kind of looking at it. He's like, "All seems in order to me, sir." And slowly he brings his spear back, and he just opens the door. He's like, "Keep yourself under control in there." And he motions you in.
Thank you so much for entrusting us, and I'm gonna just walk in.
Alright.
Yo, listen, I steal a vial the session before, the least stealthy guy, and I've just got Hannah back in the auction house.
Let's go.
Alright. I'm gonna go and look for. First of all, I'm gonna like uncloak Hannah and be like, you can do that too. I can do that.
I'm gonna follow behind, and I'm just gonna keep the cloak on me, so just my little bear face is popping out.
All right, sounds
Aww.
I'm gonna go. I need you to meet somebody. Come with me. And I'm
Hana
gonna go
gun.
and the guard.
I'm gonna
All
follow
right.
behind on
As
just
you go
my
up to
hind legs.
approach the guard, you do notice him talking to, was it Marcus was his name? The runner that was going around. He's talking to the runner that was going around to royalty. And as you approach, he goes, "1 second." And he like says a few more words, and then he runs back, and he's like, "Yes, how may I help you?"
I've got a little friend here that I thought you'd like to meet at some point, because at some point you're gonna cross paths, so I thought get the best one out of the way first. And I sort of motion towards the bear-looking thing.
He looks at it and he kind of like leans in real close. He goes, "Oh, who's a cute little gummy?" And he starts like scratching Hana's chin, and he's
just
like,
smile.
"Adorable little thing. Surprised they let you in here with that. I mean, most
Can I
have
start
my
rummaging
ways.
or can I start like very innocently rummaging around and kind of waddling around, just looking?
just yeah. I'll let you just kind of waddle around a little bit.
Did I catch this guy's name, by the way?
I don't believe you did catch his name. I don't think he gave it.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of go. So this is I'm gonna go Hana. Like I'm gonna put my hand over my mouth, like, say it towards him, so like he can hear what I'm like. This is Hana, like that. So I'm assuming that he somewhat gets the message that it's not actually a bear. I'm gonna say, I didn't think I caught your name last time though. Would you mind sharing? Obviously you know mine, Galax.
He sits there. He's like, when the Zazen leave their homeland, there's only one thing that they call us, and it's called the Burnt. We come from the 9 Hells. We leave, and the only name that we leave with is being called Burnt.
Is there a name that you'd prefer? I mean, we could start a trend, you know?
He sits there and thinks for a little bit. He's like, you know what? Call me Exton.
Yeah. Okay.
How do I spell that, Mr. DM?
EXTIN.
E-X-T-I-N.
Sounds
What
like
a
Texan.
lovely name. That sounds absolutely amazing. I love it. But yes, so my little group that you saw earlier, the you know, the elves and the leopard-looking.
Yes,
thing.
yes, I know him well. What about it?
They're sort of my little companions at the moment. They're my friends.
I've
We'll get
noticed.
to meet them at some point. I was wondering, do you know what this is? And I sort of show him the vial.
He looks at it, he's like, I mean, I know it was on the lots, one of the expensive pieces. Did you manage to buy it?
Yeah, I managed to get it myself. I'm just curious as to what it is because they didn't specify.
Beats me. They say it's a relic from an old town. Say that no longer in business, that town. Say that it kind of just disappeared one day, and in its place a giant lake came up.
Oh. Can I do a history check just to be sure as what I think it is?
Sure, you roll history. What do you think it is?
Because I remember we've spoken about this before, I think. Well, nat 1.
What did you think
Nice,
it was?
nice.
I thought it was the city that floats that only appears every so often.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Oh, Wyoming. Yeah. Wyoming's just a chunk error. It's okay. So, you try to think of the town that he talks of, but like as you get you can notice it like forming on the tip of your tongue, and you're trying to say the word, and you're like scrunching your nose up really tight, and then all of a sudden he just puts his hand on his shoulder. He's like, "It's called Blink. You got this."
And I go, and I start my eyes start going like this because I'm like, oh, visibly see it now. I'm like, yes! And I grab his face. I'm like, thank you. That was bugging me. Like I probably grab his face.
Honestly, a mood when you forget something and you're just like, what was that?
Yeah, and then you remember like 2 hours later, and by that point everyone's moved on.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna look at him and I go, so, Exton, what time do we finish here? What time are we planning on finishing?
He looks around. He's like, "Well, when all the lots are sold, could it be anywhere from a couple hours to might even run a week or two."
Well, I will do my best to ensure that I see you again at some to get a bit of an update.
He looks around. He's like, "Listen, they close the auction house at around 6-ish. Okay, everybody has to go home at some point."
I go, noted, and I'll remember it this time. And
Do
I,
I find anything interesting while I'm rummaging around?
As you're dancing around, it's just an empty foyer. It just appears to be an empty foyer. Go ahead and roll me perception though, real quick.
8. Wait.
8.
7.
Yeah, just an empty foyer. Nothing here.
Alright.
Yeah, just an empty foyer, man.
Nice.
I have
No
a
worries.
quick question.
Yeah.
Did he buy both of the vials? Because they was
He didn't buy either.
3.
He stole.
No, I
Angry
meant
stole one.
fine.
You don't know that. There was only ever one vial put on the lots,
Okay.
and he bought the one vial on the list.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Thank
Yep.
you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna offer my hand to him and say, I will see you soon.
He looks at you and he like holds out his hand to shake yours. He's like, "Perhaps we will." And he looks you in the eyes like, "What was your name again?"
I'm gonna look at him and like dead in the eye, like just like not staring for him, but like just staring, you know.
Just kiss already.
I'm gonna Galax, and Exton's a really cool name. I hope you know.
He looks at you. He's like,
Guys, get their origin story.
Just kiss.
Exton and Galax fight.
Literally, Hana is just like, kiss.
Exton and Galax
Kiss
together
dickhead.
forever. He's like, "You have a wonderful day, sir. We'll see you soon."
Calls you
I'm just
sir.
gonna nod. I'm gonna nod and turn away.
Why is that so heartwarming?
I
He
don't
calls
know.
you
I can find
sir.
heartwarming out of anything.
Oh
My
my
plan is working, dude. My
I
plan.
honestly just want Galax to find love. Honestly, that's my new mission.
Throw him in a river, chat, and you know, just completely change the ideals of everything.
All right.
Anyway, I'll go. I guess I'll go and find
Romantic.
Hana because Hana.
Hana
I'm gonna-
wandered off.
I'm gonna stay wrapped up and hope that he just picks me up.
Oh my god.
I will pick him back up and be like, "You can't keep walking off, Bobby. Gosh."
Bobby.
I'm gonna go and find.
Real
Rosalind.
quick, how long does this guy's self last for?
An
Hour.
hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find Rosalind.
All right. As
what time is it, by the way, Lucid? Just like
you can't tell.
okay.
It's you're inside
Great.
of the auction house, so you can't really tell very well.
Okay.
There's no windows in the main.
I mean, like, didn't it
auction
start at a
floor.
certain time?
It
Like,
started
and-
at I believe eight or so. I think it was 8.
Okay.
But
Alright,
you
so-
can't really tell from there.
Yeah.
You have a
But
rough
that's-
estimate.
yeah, rough
but-
estimate. I'd say like around like 9 or 10 for me personally, probably. But I don't know for that for sure. Cool.
Yep. So as you go to open the auction floor door, you turn it and open it, and like as you're doing that, somebody comes out, and you notice that same character from before, the pirate that was talking to Rosalind and Gabriella and you, and he's like leaving the auction house, and he's just walks past and he bumps into you. He's like, "Oh, well, look at you. How are you doing now?"
And I'm gonna look and go, "Leaving so soon, are we?"
I've acquired what I wanted. What would I say?
I mean, good point, but did you get your stuff back? Like, I don't know where to go. I got kind of lost. I sort of scratched my head.
He's like, all right, follow me. I'll go ahead and get you to your stuff. And he walks around to the same set of stairs that you were talking to Exton on, and he's like, lot 74, and you hear Exton like kind of speak to the runner that was going to the nobility, and then the runner just kind of trots down the stairs, and he pulls a slip of paper, like a booklet of papers, and he pulls one slip out of it, and then he just throws it into the air, and a crate falls onto the floor, and he's like, "Go on, tell him your number."
65 plus 4?
You're not wrong.
He actually is.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, the runner sits at you and looks for a minute. He's like, "Oh yeah, you were the weird ones, weren't you? All right,
I go,
all right."
yes, yes, yeah, 'cause he remembers. That's what
He
it's pointed out.
flips through his booklet and he brings out a small slip. He's like, "Since there was so much, you might want to do this outside." And he hands you the slip.
I put it in my pocket.
All right.
I have everyone's stuff.
We just found a letter. We just found a letter. So, as the pirate just kind of rummages through the things, he's like, "So, what's the deal with your bear there? Would like to know."
It's Bobby. He's been a companion time to. I have quite a cool and a unique set of skills when it comes to animals.
Right.
He looks at it for a few seconds. He's like, "I've been on the sea very many years. I'll have you know, that's no bear I've ever met."
Angry. Where is actual Bobby?
Not some.
Good point.
That's what I'm like.
No,
Where
no.
is the actual Bobby?
Wait, where is actual Bobby?
Isn't
I think
this
he's still
he
with
went?
you.
Yeah,
He's still
he's
with
still
you.
with
He's
Rosalind.
still with
Leave
you.
him with me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Why not?
I'm
The
gonna.
bear tamer.
No, I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, you're right. This is Bobby. And I'm assuming that Bobby's gonna be able to hear this. He has
Bobby
a-
hears the whistle through the crowd, but there's also the auction going on, so it takes him a few minutes to kind of discern where the whistle came from, but after a few minutes, he's able to get out the door of the auction house and find you, and he kind of curls up at your feet.
I go. That's Bobby. My bad. This is person.
He sits there, he's like, "Oh, please. No reason to hide anything from me, but I do know how the life on the lam happened." sometimes, so you don't have
gonna
to say
say,
anything out
man?
loud. What?
Ah.
Yes.
Let's just say that we don't want people to find out that they're not a bear. If that makes sense.
He kind of stands up from rummaging in the box. He's like, and I don't want to find out. I don't want people to find out who I necessarily used to know as well. So we have something in common. And you see him like punch to your shoulder. He's like, now, you don't mind. I got a couple properties to check out. Got a crew to man. And got my life to live.
I'm gonna like stop him, but like proper on the shoulder, and be like, I get it. But if you ever want to share information, feel free to.
You know, we
just
need to trade
come by.
information because, you know, insurance reasons.
If y'all want to just like trade
Yeah,
numbers
my
and
card,
like, you know,
too.
call me sometime.
But yeah, I'm gonna proper like slap him on the shoulder and be like, I get it, and I appreciate you helping me out. I will let you be on your way, but if you ever need information, things, I'm your guy. And I slap him again.
He like cracks his neck as he's leaving. He goes, sounds fair enough, but just so you know, keep an eye on that angel in there. And he like walks out a little bit after.
Weird champ.
Little weird
Angel
champ.
and Warrior.
I'm sort of looking at him and thinking, Angel, I've heard that. Where? And I'm sort of like trying to piece it together. Like, Bobby, we need to go.
Ah,
Bobby 1, Bobby 2. We gotta get out of here.
I'm still on your shoulders, right?
Yeah.
Oh, which one's the real one?
All right, so Gabriella and Rosalind, are you guys doing anything at the auction house, or are you guys just kind of sitting through the auction trying to figure, like, are you trying to do something or not?
Do I see Trigger anywhere?
He went back to purchase a property called Nightshade Keep, but he hasn't been seen back in the auction house
He
since.
still hasn't come back out yet.
Well, the thing is, they go out and around to come back down to the auction house.
I
So
thought
he hasn't
Slime
been
came
seen.
back already.
Yeah, he went. He did. He come back through the auction house main doors, and he came back behind Gabriella and tapped her on the shoulder.
Oh.
But Trigger just never returned.
He's still an asshole, by the way.
Oh, darn it. Well, are we sitting here like what?
Yeah, you guys are currently sitting in the auction house, and the lots are passing by. Is there anything that you guys wanted to bet on? There's been a couple different animals been sold. There's been a couple properties, but nothing quite within the price range. The only things that have been within the price range have been a couple rings and a necklace or two. If you guys want to bet on that, you can, but they're still pretty hefty priced. Nothing.
Nah.
Not
I'm
that
good. I
can
don't need
think
anything.
of.
All right, sounds good. So as the auction continues, it pretty much goes on unhinged, unabated by any source of magic or violence other than the very beginning, of course, that happened because of reasons. As it nears the end, you guys hear the auctioneer just kind of sit there. He goes, and this concludes our auction. Sorry that our stock was a little low. On such short notice, we have been made aware that many of our items that were planned for this year will not be making it. I hope that you guys understand, and we bid you all a very, very good day. Now, if you guys could all get up from your seats and exit the auction house, and anybody who has not come up to pay for their lots, we'd appreciate it if you did that now. Thank you very much, and have a good day in 3 Point Market.
What about the items? What about our stuff?
Ow.
I want my
Angry
stuff
has
back.
it.
Angry
I
has
have
the
a piece
slip.
of paper,
It
it's
up.
fine.
Oh.
Angry has the slip,
Literally
dude.
the entire thing.
Keo is
No,
just
Hana-
out on
Hana and
another
Kyo are
planet,
just the same
dude.
person at this point.
He's on another
I'm a
I'm
planet,
a bear,
dude.
dude. I've got the brain of a bear.
Does
Bears are
Wait.
smart.
Wait, I can make a reference now. Flip.
Hmm.
Is Keo Yumi?
Ew.
Yes, I just latch
Ew.
on.
Ah.
Rawr.
I can make a reference now.
Ew,
Oh,
Yumi
ew.
gross.
You just slapped him with that Yumi reference. Ouch. I would never do that.
I'll be Yumi, dude. I don't even care.
Dude, Yumi.
I just figured the fact that they follow you and angry.
All
Basically.
right. So what are you guys like? Everybody starts getting up from the auction house and they start moving out. Are you guys following them? What are you all
Where
doing?
is Slime?
Sline's moving out with the rest of the crowd.
Did Trigger
I'm gonna
still
go
never
find it.
come back?
Trigger never came back.
And I
We talked to him before. Dang it.
can I do percept check just to see if I can find Slime and see if he's talking to my father or like actually or I want to look
Your
for
father-
either Slime or my father.
Your father's up in the balcony. He never moved, and the nobility is not moving out yet.
Okay.
But you can roll a perception check to see Slime and see if he's communicating with anybody in some way.
15 plus 3, so 18.
18.
Wait, is it plus 3? Hold on, let me see. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's just a plus 3. Yeah, 18.
You see Slime in the crowd moving along, but you can't tell what words he's making out. You see his mouth moving, but you can't really discern the language or the dialect that he is using to speak with somebody. It seems like he's just speaking to the guy right in front of him, but the guy in front of him has been wearing a mask the entire auction, so you can't tell any mouth movements or anything like that.
Okay, hold on, let me see. Do I have anything like a pen and paper? Nope, I do not. Damn. Alright.
I'm gonna go. find
I'll
one
grab a
and
random person from the crowd.
get rid
Excuse
of
me, do you have a quill and paper? I could.
He looks at you, he's like, I don't just carry quills around. Why do you ask?
Gabriella, we should probably go find one of the guards, and they probably have the quill and paper.
Very well. I'm gonna find like the closest guard. It's like, excuse me, I need to write down something for a dear friend. Would you mind, relinquishing a quill and paper for me?
He looks at you, he's like, why do you think that an armed guard would have a quill and paper on him?
The pen is
You-
mightier than the sword.
Do you know where Marco is? I think it's
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
It's either Marco or Marcus.
Polo.
Marcus.
Okay, Marcus.
Marcus Polo.
He looks at you, he's like, Marcus is the runner that's been running around upstairs all day. You could probably find him still running around upstairs, I would have to reckon.
Is there any chance that you could get him, or I guess, show us to where he might be? Because last time we got stopped by guards to try and talk to him.
Yes, there's a little bit of a... The one of our chief of guards is at the top of the stairs to prevent any access, and then the chief of guard talks to Marcus. It's a little chain of events that you have to go through. We're just protecting the nobility, ma'am.
This is an awful game of telephone, I must say.
I'm sorry, but it's what we kind of have to do. Or else no
Understandably.
nobility would show up. None of the higher priced lots would be purchased, and we'd lose a lot of money.
That does sound problematic, but not my problem. Very well, I guess we're going to find Marcus.
All right. Enjoy your day.
All right,
Appreciate
enjoy
you
yours.
guys coming by. And he just kind of like steps back into the wall where he was manning. Not like that. No, his back is against the wall.
One with the wall.
Jesus Christ, I hate y'all.
There's just some Pirates of the Caribbean things right now.
Pirates
The
vibes.
dread pirate rock.
All right, are you guys going to find Marcus?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you guys ascend the stairs, you do see the guard captain, and he kind of like points to you. He's like, and he like motions for you guys to come up to him. And he goes, I already gave your stuff out. Your friend came and got it.
Oh.
Big,
Well then.
burly, said he was your bodyguard at one point. I heard that. Don't believe it.
Yes, well, you know, he doesn't have much long for his tenure because clearly he left me alone. He's probably gonna get fired, honestly.
He has your stuff.
Thank you, Marcus.
He has it.
I'm not Marcus.
This is the guard captain.
Thank you, God, Captain Marcus.
Call him by his
Calls
name.
everyone Marcus.
I'm just gonna assume everyone's Marcus until they're not
Are you
Marcus.
Marcus? Are you Marcus?
Excuse me, sir.
Are you
Can
Misha
we
Collins?
can we have a quill and some paper and ask Marcus to deliver a message?
Who are you delivering it to, and what reasons?
Well, actually, I just need to borrow the quill and paper myself. I will personally deliver the note, not to the nobility, but to a friend. You see, I do this little prank with a friend every now and then. We send each other notes, and it's very funny. It's an inside thing. You wouldn't understand.
He looks at you, he's like, my time is not well spent on, jokes and pranks.
Well, yes, but I just need a pen and paper. Is that so much to ask for?
He looks around and he like catches Marcus on a run. He's like, in table, quill, paper.
What's that so hard? Thank you.
He's like, was it so hard for you to just leave and go get your
So much
own?
attitude. So much attitude.
As you guys sit there for a minute or two, Marcus comes back with a quill and paper, and he's like, here. But
Thank
it's
you,
gonna be
Mr.
hard to write without any ink, though. And he smiles and he like shoos you away.
Alright, I'm gonna use someone's blood at this point. Who am I stabbing with this?
I'm not there. Unlucky.
I'm a bite. Right.
Now, how well I write? No, I know what to do. Okay, I got this.
I don't know what you're writing.
I just want to write a simple damn note to Slime, but it's fine. You know what? I'll just tilt this. I'm adding a quill and pen with no ink. They didn't even give me a used quill. They had to, like, you know,
buddy?
like no
it's
residual quill.
It's a dry quill.
This is new. Come on.
What are you doing?
Alright, fine. I'm just going to pout and leave at this point.
All right, so you guys exit the auction house. Galax, where are you right now? Where are you?
I'm
and
trying to
Hana?
find them, so I guess we'll just.
Okay,
exit
so
at the same time.
as they come down the stairs, you can see them descending. Gabriella in a sour mood, a little bit pouty, a little bit moody, and you can.
I'm
you
gonna
can
turn
tell,
to.
Yeah.
That's
gonna
princess things. You wouldn't
I'm gonna
understand.
turn to Hana and go. She's moody again. This is look good.
You know, not used to not getting.
I'm
what
gonna
she
look
wants.
over at him and go, rawr.
Rawr.
I'll pick up Bobby at this point as well and sort of carry him, even though
I'm a
Hana's
bear.
I see them at all.
You can see them, yes, because Galax stands a good, 6 inches above most other humanoids in this
People.
place. Okay,
Alright,
never
so I
mind.
go up to them.
Never mind, he doesn't stand 6 inches above anybody.
Yes, Galax, I can see. Why do you have two bears? Hold on.
Don't ask.
I think there's a time and place for everything, and this is definitely not the time or the place.
Is that
Bears.
There's two clowns.
Let's head out. Of
Alright.
at least here.
Okay. Where to?
So,
Vivian, I guess?
are you guys headed to the inn?
So we can talk and.
Okay.
I'm assuming Snow's still paying for our stuff.
Snow's gone to bed. She ran, dude.
Dude, yeah, Snow, like, last session, Snow said that she ran as soon as she left. I don't know where she was going, but she ran.
But she went fast.
She ran.
We have all of Snow's stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's her.
Let's go!
Listen.
New loot. Sounds like new loot.
Loot tables.
Hey, Abzy, you know how you're looking for those daggers you're looking for? She's got two right here.
All right. So as you guys get out and start walking and descending the stairs of the city, you guys do notice a strange figure just kind of sitting along the side at the end of the stairs that you can probably hazard a guess is the figure that got you here in the first place. And as you guys descend, he just goes, "So, did you guys get it? Did you guys manage to acquire what we need?"
Well, I got some good news, and I got some bad news.
Yes.
Actually, okay, so the good news is, it has been acquired. Bad news, not by us.
He just kind of turns to you and takes his hat, like his hood off, and he goes, "Who is it acquired by?"
Some gentleman named Slime has acquired it. Do you know him?
Can I interrupt Gabriella and be like, hold on! I do have this, and I'm gonna have it in like my. So I'm assuming my hand's a lot bigger than the syringe.
Yeah, your hand.
And I'm
would be
gonna
a
like
lot bigger.
hold it in my hand, like so he can't hardly see it. So
He
he can see like the needle of the syringe.
he grabs it and he kind of looks at it for a little bit. Hold on, let me roll his investigation. He should be able to tell it, but all right, yeah. He looks at it for a little bit. He's like, "It's a replica of the syringe, I can tell you that much. But the fluid is what we really care about." And you see it shake him. You see him shake it a little bit, and you see the fluid. The purple fluid is pretty liquid, but through the liquidious, is that a adjective, liquidious? I don't know, but through the
Let's go with
liquidious
it. We'll
fluid,
go
you
with
see,
it.
You know.
you see like a solid, like what seems to be like just a solid stick or something through it. It's a stick like purple object inside of the syringe. He goes, "They tried their hardest. I will give them that. But I don't think this is quite right." And he looks around, he's like, "All right. Where's this line that you are speaking of?"
I'm gonna.
I look
To
at
Gabriella.
Gabriella. Yeah, I just look at Gabriella as a bear.
Okay, this bear, the second one you have, just saying, weird. Just weird. Just plain weird. Anyway.
Don't talk
So-
about my animals.
Do I actually know where he went?
You guys would have been able to see him in the crowd, like, file out, but you don't know exactly where he went after the crowd dispersed.
Look, if we're going to work together further on to get this from the slime man, and I actually do know him, compared to you,
How so? And you can think that.
he's an Azamar. I know all of the other Azamars.
Yeah, do you have Saturday tea with them and
You
crumpets,
all know
princess?
It's a Sunday, actually. Thank you very much.
My bad, princess. He just, like, says it really caustically.
Caustic means.
I must reiterate. He's like, "Now, we had one job. One job to ask of you guys. To acquire a syringe."
Quarter million
mean,
coins.
To be
Oh,
fair,
yeah.
we did acquire a syringe.
What they said.
Technically.
But it's not the syringe.
To be fair, you were not very specific of which one.
Well,
was
to be
the
fair,
syringe.
we didn't expect them to make replicas. So it seems we're
And
all
that
at
was your
fault here.
mistake.
We're all at
Honestly, an
fault.
oversight
But you
on
know
your
what?
part.
See,
That's
that
That's
was
how this
your
world works
mistake.
sometimes.
Or
Okay.
So
you
if you
just
can
told us
calm the hell
beforehand
down and
what
just
it
let me
looks
talk,
like.
we can actually get through this. Or do you want something to happen that we don't want to do?
If you don't want to do it, why are you gonna do it?
Look,
Because
before we get
examples
out of
must be
hand-
made.
Before we get
Good
out of
start.
hand, before we do something that any of us will regret, let's just focus on one thing, getting that stupid syringe, because as of right now, yes, you are annoying as fuck. However, I hate Slime more right now, and my father. So, we are going to steal it from them. Fair enough?
Okay.
I'm gonna look around and go, tomorrow then, right? I'm pretty tired.
You said something about your father.
I always say something about my father. He's an asshole.
Slime in your father.
Sitting in a tree, yes.
You see him kind of like look away from y'all for a second. And he goes, "I think I've heard all I need to hear." And
No, you don't
you see
pull off
him.
this
You see
magical
him start
shit.
walking away
No,
from you.
get your ass back here!
He's not
I'm
responding
gonna-
to you.
I'm gonna grab him.
Go ahead. Do you just want to like hold him or something?
No, I just want to like grab his arm and like stop him for a second.
As soon as you grab his arm, he turns around and grabs you by the throat. He says, "Don't touch me with your grubby
You have to
mitts."
remember,
Grab him
we
by
were
the-
supposed to talk, Trigger. So you can't walk away.
I can
right
do
now.
whatever I damn well please. This is my world, and I own it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab him by the
If you
throat
don't
in
stop
return.
interfering with me
what
right
are we
now,
doing?
something.
I'm not even trying to.
happen.
We're literally trying to talk.
And he
And
like
you won't
as
let
he
that happen.
as he throws you to the ground, he's like, 2 questions, and I'll be taking my leave. You guys did not hold up your end of the bargain, so I have to go and clean up a little mess. Is that understood?
Can we not?
And
Oh,
you
and
woke
before
up on
you
the wrong
go-
side of the bed.
Trigger. Or
Yes.
whatever. Before you go, know this. You touch my friends again like that, I will put an arrow between your eyes. I will kill you.
I would like to see you try. Go ahead, try it right now. I would love
Not
it.
worth
I would
my
relish
time.
the opportunity. The
Don't you have
opportunity.
some
go
place
in.
to be?
I'm gonna
I
go
do.
help Rosalind up.
You're gonna back her up?
No, I'm
No, he's
gonna
gonna
help
pick me
Rosalind
up.
up. Like to help.
Oh,
help
okay.
her up.
Okay, he's like, so you guys don't have any questions?
Why
Why
can't
you
we
I
did.
said
do-
2 questions. Hurry it
You're
up.
literally a dick.
Why are you so hostile all of a sudden, buddy?
Are you hungry?
He said
Do you need
why
to
he's
eat?
hostile. He said that he has to go clean stuff up, and that somebody mentioned that Slime was with their dad, and
I think you need a Snickers bar, sir.
You're not you and you're hungry.
he looks around. He's like, "Are you going to ask, or am I good to go?"
What is my father's involvement with you? Why is that such a significant factor?
He looks at you. He says, "This syringe needs to stay on this plane. If it starts traveling, then let me just tell you, it's not gonna be fun for this world, or the next one, or the one it manages to travel to after that, and so on and so forth."
Let me go with you.
He looks around. He's like,
Calax. Hush.
he looks around. He's like, "You guys really don't know anything about the whole syringe, the town that fell, do you?"
You
No.
haven't said anything.
Not telling us.
He's like,
You're just getting angry at us and throwing a tantrum.
he just sits there for a few seconds. He goes, "Fine. I will tell you under one condition."
That's
And
being-
listen under one condition.
You have to get your father to give it back. That, or at least, very least, prevent his travel back to your home plane.
Apparently, no. No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
I don't want it. No.
No.
It's dangerous, man.
The funny thing is, I was actually thinking that. I'm not gonna lie.
He can't leave this plane with that syringe.
Very well. I think I have a way to prevent him from going.
Enlighten me.
Well, my father is after my brother right now.
Okay. And?
We might
That-
know
that-
where
that-
to
that's
find
the plan.
him.
That's
What does
it.
that have
That's
to
it.
do with anything, though?
No, it's like because if I convince him to stay, because my brother needs it for whatever reason, maybe he will.
He can pull strings from a different world.
Yes, probably, but fine. Look, we'll just do this the old-fashioned way, a good old break-in. Just finding
A
out what he
break-in?
needs. Yes, why not?
To the king. One of the kings, lords, whatever you want to call him, of a realm.
Do you have a better idea? You said
I
you wanted to
just
clean
don't
the
understand how you think that it isn't going to be guarded.
not breaking into a castle might be a better option.
So that's the person who broke into the auction and nearly got themselves killed?
It's an option,
And we
not a castle.
learned.
Did he though?
What do you want me to say here?
He's
What's
just
the time, by the way?
it's been around 8 or 9 now. The sun is getting really low, big fella.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna slowly.
Am I-
I'm gonna hand the piece of paper. Actually, no. I'm just gonna chuck the piece of paper in the air. Fuck it. I'm just gonna
Am I-
chuck the paper.
As you
Okay,
chuck the
that's
piece of
fine.
paper in the air, you see it evaporate and out falls 2 or 3 crates that you guys saw your stuff get put into as you were about to enter the auction. And they just land in front of you. Some of them bigger than others, and then you see like a small little chest on top of that with all your trinkets and stuff inside of it.
Oh, that was the hell of a magic.
I'm gonna go. Voila! I stop, and I'm just gonna grab them from the chests.
And so as you were like, watch this, fling.
You,
I'm gonna
you-
slowly back away when I show them the chests, so they don't see me like disappear.
You
I've already got
see
my stuff.
Trigger kind of look at it for a second. He's like, yeah, hold on. You might be able to
I'm
use
with-
this.
I'm assuming I'm no longer a bear.
Yeah, you wouldn't be a bear at
Probably
this
you're no
point.
longer a bear.
But you didn't
I don't
notice that you
notice
changed back
what's going right.
You see Trigger look at all of you guys. He goes, each one of you get in one of the boxes.
What?
What?
Get in the box.
What?
You see
there-
the size of me, right?
You'll fit. I promise.
Oh, thank you. You're not calling me fat. I appreciate it.
I've really been working on my figure.
Watching my weight, you know?
He's like, you'll fit, trust me. How do you think they got all of your stuff into these boxes?
Dimension portal.
Man.
Why?
We are going to, let's say, have a little chat with your father. If it goes awry, boom,
Sure.
there you guys arrive, ready to fight.
I feel like you were bipolar.
You want
now
to
you're all
fight
happy.
my father. Stealing from him is one thing. Fighting him is a whole different story. He's not to be trifled with in terms of power.
What do you think's gonna happen when we go in?
Mr. DM, I'm going to continue
Mid-
to back
We're
away.
gonna fight.
Gabriella also wants to break in, but Gabriella also doesn't want to fight her father.
Completely
Not
wants
to
to avoid
fight,
a
that's
fight.
to steal from. That's a different thing.
Completely avoided.
I need to go and deal with something. I'm gonna like back away.
All right.
I'll be back at some point, but if you're gone, I get it, and I'm gonna just keep going.
He just looks. Well, will you 3 get in the box?
So, if we do this, if we do this whole scenario, you'll get me to my brother as soon as possible.
I'll get you to your father. Your brother might be there, I don't know. But your father will. Because that is my main goal right now.
I've always hated family reunions.
Don't we all?
And Trigger, we still need to have that private chat too.
Oh, yes. Sure. We can have this chat if you really want to.
This
I want
box
to
better
more
be
than I have
comfortable.
to.
What?
I said not that I want to, more that I have to.
All right. Well, if the big guy and Gabriella and that little thing there can get in the box, then we can have our
Right.
chat.
Little one, you're not a bear anymore.
I kind of looked down. Rat. And just kind of like throw my hands down, pissed off.
He's like, so? Unless you guys have another plan, I can get us to your father. But I can't guarantee anything beyond that.
Do we have to do it right now?
I would prefer, yes.
I'd
By
be best in
tomorrow,
the
he
box.
might have already have left.
I'm just
Well,
supposed
I
to
guess we
trust
don't have a
someone who tells
choice,
me to
do
get
we?
in the box right now.
Well, can't say this is the weirdest situation we've been into, Rosalind, but I guess I'm getting into this box. And I kind of go for like the most princess-esque kind of sit ever, where she's just like kind of like legs are like sideways and she's just trying to make it look as elegant as possible.
Yes,
Just sit comfortably.
Angry?
You're going to be in there for a while, Gabriella.
No, it's fine. I can manage.
As
No one's
you
going to see you in the box.
as you
It's
start like
but in
going
case
into
they
the
do.
box, you notice Gabriella kind of sit down, and her head is peeking over the crate, but then slowly she starts to sink like down further and further.
Last story of my life, honestly.
Yes, Galax.
Can I please go to the sewers quickly?
You can tell him that. You just need to ask him.
Trigger, good sir. Can I? 5 minutes. That's all I need. Just 5 minutes, and I will get in the crate. I promise.
Where are you off
My
to?
word. I need to go and speak to someone in the sewers. I owe them a chat.
Me too.
No, little one, not yet. I saw it just wave at her.
I just slowly put my hand down. Okay.
It will all make sense soon. Don't worry.
Is this about the situation that happened at the auction earlier today?
No, actually, no. It's actually not. I'm going to see a good friend of mine.
5 minutes.
I'm gonna have
5 minutes.
I'm gonna high five him to
Thank you, Your Honor.
running.
I
Thank
pop
you,
out of
Your
the
Honor.
box. It's like, it's for his
You have 5
love.
minutes.
It's for true love.
And he looks over at Hana. He's like, now if you can get in, I can have the chat with your friend there.
Am I tall enough to like get into the box with ease, or?
You act like you're 2 foot tall. You're 3 foot tall. How big do you think this box is?
You think boxes are?
Alright.
He's gonna go in head first with the legs hanging out.
And
like
after a
this.
bit of insult, I guess I will get into the box here.
Yo, what do you think my world is like down there? Okay, it's not
Mine-
that bad.
I
Mine
couldn't
too.
even imagine. the-
Okay, Flip. Apparently, we can't touch or see anything by Keo's standards.
I
You
will
guys
fight
can't
you.
even see like the top 2 shelves.
Honestly, Kyo, I just never know what you look like because you're so freaking giraffe.
So as you get into the box, you see Hana standing there for a little bit, Rosalind, and then Hana slowly sinks down. And Gabriella and Hana, you guys kind of sink down into a darkness, but you can see each other, and you can see like that there's not really anything going on in this space. It's just like before when you were traveling through those portals with Slime.
Not yet. I've only just got into the box.
All right. And he goes, so what would you like to talk about? Yeah, we can definitely if you want.
That's why I was like, should we?
We can, yeah.
Not definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm in a box. I can't hear anything.
All right. There you go.
Okay. I, for some reason, have to work with you by order of the gods. For some reason.
Yes. Which ones?
You should know which one that I, serve.
I have interactions
I
with a lot of gods.
I would think it'd be fairly obvious which one would interact with me.
Judging by your necklace, your holy rags, and everything else in between, I do, yes. But what of it?
For some reason, they want me to help you. And I'm still trying to figure out why exactly. But there has to be a way for us to, I guess, communicate to actually make that possible.
The gods know what my true goal of the place is. The true goal on this, I guess I'll say, country. Pricio has not been the kindest to, let's just say, groups. There's also the arrival of this new virus, and it has some, let's just say, interesting effects. And you see him, like, reach out his arm, and you see what seems to be, like, dirt and, like, dust forming onto his arm, and slowly it starts forming into a paw, and it grows, and he's like, let's just say that some secrets are best kept to yourself. The reason I don't tell you guys about these things is that I am one of them. And he slowly, like, brushes off his arm, and he shakes it off, and his arm goes back to normal. He's like, the virus doesn't need to spread. I'm the first one to be able to control the virus, and in some way, not be overcome by it. So, you'd understand my reluctance to having this power just running rampant.
I understand your reluctance, but we can help each other without hurting each other. It takes a lot to trust somebody, and if you want our help, trust is a two-way street.
And you guys have proven at least that you'll go to some length. But I need to know if you guys will go the full 10 miles.
You know, it's hard for us to want to go the full 10 miles when you barely tell us anything or show any reason for us to trust you in turn.
He looks back, he's like, I'm not saying you need to trust me. I'm not saying we even need to talk or be friends. I'm just saying that this needs to be done, and I'm used to getting stuff done by myself. But as the world tends to get more complicated, I've had to enlist some more allies. You guys just happen to be among them. Alright? So you'll forgive me if I'm not the most amicable. Maybe not the most social in most situations. But my life has kind of deemed it necessary. Okay?
The world is changing.
That I know. That I've seen. That I will
mean in that
continue
respect.
to question. But when you've been alive for, let's just say, a little bit of time, you tend to get a little, let's say, non-trustworthy of people.
I know a thing or two about trust, but it takes a lot for us to work with somebody. And again, there has to be that midpoint, or else this plan is not going to work, or any plan.
He kind of looks at you and he looks down and he goes, I've told you all I can really tell. I've shown you what this disease can cause. But you'd be understanding if I didn't want to tell, especially the little one.
That I can understand. That I will understand.
The big one of no origin and some relation to, let's just say, the organization I'm a part of. And then, not even to mention Gabriella, who, let's just say, has ties to someone I'd rather not cross. You can understand why I have a little bit of apprehension to this.
I see.
Why do you think I'm so cautious not to talk about it when they're around? Why do you think I required the other two to get into the box? Why do you think I required the big one to run off on his own first?
See, I knew we had to have this in private. By the gods, say.
You tell the gods that the world will be okay. That it is in good hands. However shaky it might feel right now, the earthquake
The
will
gods
always
feel
pass.
You need help, though, and that's why they have, I guess, sent me to try to talk to you.
And I've already I've already I've already said that I do need that help. So I'm
If you
already
can't trust
taking.
in them, then I need you to trust in me.
I never said I don't trust in them. The gods are able to do many things, and I wouldn't dare cross them. But they do get a little taxing at times. So, if you don't mind any further talk at this point, we do have a job that we need to complete.
Yep.
Any motions to the box to tell you to get in?
Okay. I guess I'll walk over and get in the box.
All right. Boop, boop, boop. All right. So, Gabriella and Hana, well, Hana left to go do something, but as you guys sit there for about 5 to 10 minutes, you guys notice another pair of legs just slowly sinking in through the blackness of the abyss around, and you notice Rosalind kind of just fall onto the ground along with you guys.
Oh. Princess it.
Do we see any of our items in this dimension?
You guys already grabbed all
With
your
us?
items. When
Yeah,
you guys
we fast
opened,
quit.
when you guys opened the box, you saw the items there, but like
Okay.
it was kind of like when you guys grabbed and put them on and then looked back in, more stuff kept coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you said no one would see me like this.
I mean, we've already seen you not
hold
be
on, Gal.
like this.
True. But is this for decorum?
When
Am I at the
did
sewers
you
yet?
decorum with me?
Hold on, Galax. I'm letting them have this conversation.
Yeah, I
When
know.
do you need decorum with me,
Side of town.
Gabriella?
Oh my gosh. All right. So, are you guys just gonna wait in the box for Galax?
I mean, there's nothing else
Alright.
we can do other than
Sounds
was
good.
arguing with each other.
Does anyone have a deck of
with the-
cards or anything we could?
All right, Galax. You sprint away from the situation at hand, and you go and find the nearest like manhole cover, and you start prying it back. And I need you to roll a strength check for me, real quick.
I am a Ute. No, I'm joking.
I am an absolute wrecking house ball. You don't understand my power.
19. I am ripping
19?
this manhole open.
You
Oh, whoa.
You pull back and you hear a little ping, and then you lower down and you like reach back again, and you hear a very sharp metal crack, and it just flings open, and you see a lock on the manhole cover that you opened up, and you just kind of look at it and look back, and you're just like,
I'm stronger than steel.
are you immediately going down? What are you doing now?
Yeah.
As you descend, the distinct stench of various substances into your
I'm not smelling
nostrils.
at this point. Head empty, no thought. I'm running.
Head
dude.
empty, no
I'm
thoughts.
in.
As you get down to the bottom, you hit the ground and you notice the little dip in the middle and then sides to walk on, and you notice a weird dancing light just coming along and just floating and going down the path.
I'm gonna follow the light to the
All right.
direction that the light is going in, because that's what I've been told to do. So I'm gonna do that.
As you follow this light down the sewer path, you see it. You see the branching paths fork, and the light just kind of stops and hovers for a minute, and then lands on the ground. And then after a few minutes, you see another light come, stop for a minute, and then fall to the ground.
Exton! It's like screaming at the top of my lungs, because I'm the only one that's called him that. So hopefully he's gonna catch on. I'm just gonna yell at it, and hopefully it's gonna echo into the 3 paths.
As you shout into the distance, you kind of wait a few seconds, and you hear a little bit of a grumbling, a little bit of a shuffling in the distance, and then you hear a loud screech come from the darkness one way off to the left, and then from the right, you don't hear anything.
What was
You
that in the
don't-
middle again?
There's nothing in the middle. It's just a forked path to the left and right.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go to the left.
Gonna go towards the screech.
I like my noises. I'm gonna go towards the screech.
All right. As
This
you
5 minutes will turn to 5 hours pretty soon.
as you continue down the path of the screech, you come across like a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's a very bright red. And as you keep going down, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter until it pretty much is a blinding, searing red at this point. And as you're about to like have to close your eyes just to get through, the light dissipates. And you're in what appears to be a pretty nice little abode just at the end of a sewer tunnel. It doesn't seem to be any tell that it was even the last few minutes we're in a sewer. You see the sewer walls kind of open up and round off into a giant chamber. And then in the chamber you see a bed, a couple shelves on the left side, and you see a crate and a chest on the right. And then there's a little... Is it still called an ottoman if it's at the foot of the bed? I don't know. Like a little ottoman-looking thing at the foot of the bed.
Is there anyone? Anyone?
You don't see anyone immediately, but you do hear like a couple noises and shuffling around in the room to the from where the shelves are.
I'm gonna sort of bump it like bull in a china shop, sort of, because you know, because of my size. I'm gonna sort of like bump and stuff are gonna knock unintentionally, and I'm gonna be oh. I'm gonna start looking around, like, and I'm gonna yell again. Extin really loud. In the hope that
as you do that, you just hear hello? Is that you?
it's me. It is I.
You hear him kind of like scrambling, and you hear a clatter of what you can only assume to be metal objects in the other side of these shelves, and then he slowly pushes it open. He's like, "Didn't expect you to be here this soon. What? How are you?"
I'm doing good. I don't have much time to explain. I've been given 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Guess him.
Probably wasted all
5 minutes.
Do you remember when we spoke last time, and I said about how you should chase your dreams, you should do something, right?
Yes, what about it?
I may have an opportunity for you. Are you willing to listen to it at least?
Sure.
So, we ran into a bit of an issue. We were supposed to get something for a certain individual. We failed to get it, but we may have a plan to at least give us a chance. And I think it would be a great opportunity, not only for you, but for me to get to know you a bit more, and for you to meet my small family that I have, who are currently sitting in those...
I don't want to be a dad.
They're currently sitting in the chest waiting for me to come back, so I either come back with you or I don't. It's your call.
He sits there for a few seconds. He goes, what did you need to acquire?
It's a very specific syringe. You know the one I showed you? Apparently it was the... I don't know how to explain that, but apparently it's the wrong one. And we need to go find the actual one. I mean, I'm like just trying to stumble over my words, and hopefully he's seeing that we're a bit flustered. So do you wanna? I mean, you're a pretty cool guy. Come on.
He looks around and he goes, what's in it for me exactly?
Whatever you want.
He just goes,
What are you after? What are you after?
He just goes, I don't know. Just a place, just somewhere to leave where I am right now.
I will give you a place to belong if you come with me.
Goes, go ahead and roll me persuasion.
That's kind of cute.
Persuasion? No, that is a fact!
Roll me persuasion.
That is a fact! That's not persuasion!
Cute disadvantage.
17! If that doesn't work, I'm gonna be sad.
He
Time to be sad.
just Can I just a cute Galax, just a pleading Galax, just
Yes, yes, I remember that. Do you think you want to come with me on the adventure?
Is this Flip? Is this Korean like? Is it Aegyo? And
Oh, I have no idea.
He like rubs the back of his neck, and you can see him start to physically sweat a little bit. He goes, "Can you promise that we won't get caught?"
I can promise anything that you want me to promise. If we get caught, I will give you time to escape. I'm willing to put my life on you.
Aww.
He goes, "All right. Let me get my things." And you see him, you see him like close the shelf, and you hear a little cluttering for a few seconds, and then he comes out. He's like, in full plate armor, without the helmet that he usually had when he was at the guard captain position. He has a new helmet that appears to have like very distinct horns coming off the sides of it, and they fall back a little bit and then come up a little more. He goes,
Fancy.
"Where are we going?"
Pretty fancy, Jesus Christ.
I sort of look at him up and down and I go, damn, nice armor.
He goes, "Thanks. Made it myself."
You got an armorer? Yo, let's go.
I'm like, dude, that's some nice work. Follow me, let's go.
And as you guys leave, you guys go back, and as you pass through the same area that the red flare was at, it seemed, you notice as soon as you pass through, the flare comes back, it pops back into existence, and you hear the screeching very loudly again, and it dampens as you run away from it.
As I go, was that your idea? The and the lights.
He
Like,
goes,
'cause
people tend to get a little scared if I at least put some kind of screeching and lights up. They tend to think there's a monster. And I guess they're right. So
I don't see you as a monster. I don't think you're a monster.
Oh.
I'm trying so hard.
Oh, get it.
roll me
Everyone's so
charisma.
cute.
Roll me charisma.
This is the most awkward and adorable relationship I've seen, and I love it.
Yes, 19.
Galax
Let's go.
is just
Yeah.
a himbo, bro.
Damn, dude, okay.
You didn't need a 19 to understand that, honestly.
you see him look, he kind of cocks his eye, he goes, "I never said I was either, but I agree." And he keeps moving along with you.
Oh,
Oh.
that's Jesus Christ.
As you guys
Your heart palpitating.
Oh, my heart, be still.
You guys are horrible.
My
I love
heart,
this.
be still.
This is. I'm gonna live vicariously through Galax right now, honestly. Except like a 5'2" version.
Oh my gosh, dude. I can't wait for the pictures to start coming in of all the drawings of Galax and Exton. So, yes?
Oh, no, I was gonna say, as we get out the sewer, I'm gonna go, so do you want to see, look at this, I got it from the auction.
And you show him the sickle?
Yeah.
You cut out, that's why I asked.
Yeah, I show him the sickle, like, I'm sort of like chucking it and catching it in my hand.
He's like, "Did you... You didn't, did you?"
No, I bought it. No.
He goes, "That's what I thought. Nothing really tends to get stolen on our watch. Unless we wanted to."
What? No, I'm joking.
So
that
you're
was,
just
that was
saying
angry.
it.
That wasn't Galax. That was angry. Okay. Right, back to Galax. Anyway, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm still looking for a very specific one, but this'll do for now.
He looks at you, he goes, "Okay, I'll keep that in mind." And he like, as you guys are climbing the ladder to go pop back up out of the sewers, you kind of feel a tug on the manhole where you placed it back when you went down, and you see Trigger kind of poke his head around. He goes, "Oh my god, about time! Jesus, get a room, you two!" And he like throws the manhole cover over.
Or a
He's like,
box.
"Okay, get in."
I look at him and go, I just got us some more firepower, man.
Aha, fire! I get it, cause devil. Yeah.
I'm gonna like close my fist and go, watch it. I'm gonna go, this is Exton, okay?
But I'm still just in the abyss, right?
Yeah, you're still in the abyss, just chilling. You guys are
Nice.
chilling at this
Okay,
time.
Okay.
So, you guys come here often?
I'm gonna turn.
First time,
I'm gonna
actually.
gonna turn to Exton and go, right, so we've got to get in the chest, and then you'll see the rest of my little group after you.
He goes, you guys live in a box. Not even like a joke box, it's like a literal box.
Okay, we don't live in there. First of all, these are the chests that you told us to put our items in. We're just hiding in there. Makes sense? Pieced it together now?
What are you guys planning to do with these?
We're being delivered.
Did you poke breathing holes at least? Can we get some breathing holes?
Damn it, I forgot about that.
I'm gonna turn to the box and go, yes, and I'm gonna go like that and just... I go, yes, bam!
Like a finger just penetrate the box by the way.
Can we not use that word for it? He goes, all right. I guess I'll go in, and you see him kind of like get up on the side of the box, and he just looks back at you, and he just falls backwards into it. As he does this, you three in the abyss see Exton kind of like sink through and then fall onto his back. He goes,
Oh.
I always hated this stuff.
I told you there was gonna be someone who doesn't princess it.
He's like, oh. Should have figured it was you guys.
Well, hello to you too.
But
Okay.
Is he still laying down?
You know, nice to see you too. Welcome to, you know, whatever this is.
Is he still laying down?
He's laying down, yes. He is
I have
laying
a feeling he's just laying, staring at the ceiling, like not even looking at us.
I'm gonna turn the trigger and go, I guess I'll get into
Oh,
it, and I'm gonna sort of
okay.
I'm gonna sort of like back in, but go butt first.
Oh my god. As you slowly start sinking down, Exton kind of notices and he's like, well, I guess I should probably move. And you see him like slowly roll out of the way, and you see Galax just kind of fall and land on his butt. And go ahead and roll. I'm gonna roll something for that, because I feel like landing on your butt would hurt quite a bit.
I mean, it
Dude,
depends on how much he cushions.
You're gonna take 2 points of damage
dude,
for
I'm
that.
packing.
He's packing a dump truck, bro. Well, the thing is, Flip and Gabriella and Hana both have wings, and then Rosalind is an elf, which I'm pretty sure has some sort of weird weight distribution with it. Like, I'm pretty
She
sure.
just defies physics and every.
Well, have you never seen that thing with like?
Forget about the cork, but yeah, the elf.
Have you ever seen the thing with like when Legolas is walking on snow and not leaving footprints? Have you seen the science behind that? They said that he would have to be so ridiculously undense or whatever sparse that he would have to be a balloon essentially at that point. He would be floating away.
Opposite of me, I'm too dense.
So I was just like, all right then. But you took 2 points of damage, Galax.
Oh damn it!
I just rolled a
I'm sort of
d4.
go, oh.
He looks back at you. He goes, "Why do you think I fell the way that I fell? Wider area."
I'm gonna look at him and go, noted. Thanks for that one, and I'm gonna sort of like rub my butt.
See, this is why you princess it.
Exton gets up and he looks around. He's like, "So where are we off to? I guess."
We're going to see my father.
He looks at you. He goes, "Your father."
Yes, he's quite the charmer.
Who is he?
Yes.
I love how you all
Yes.
just haven't questioned who this man is. Just... We're just like, yeah. So...
Well, they've seen
is
him.
black.
They've all seen him
He's
before.
cut
I
out
think.
again,
I think
angry.
except for Hana, I want to say has seen. Wait, no, Hana saw him at the beginning of this session.
Ennius Blackwood. Ha ha ha.
He looks at you for a second. He goes, "Why do we need to see Aeneas?"
Well, he owes me something, and in order for me to retrieve this item, I have to go see him. Why we're in a box, I don't entirely understand. I was just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, but the crazy man upstairs was just...
He forced me.
Yeah, the gods
the
can
box.
sometimes be crazy. I do agree.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? After a few minutes of you guys just like twiddling your thumbs and trying to pass some time, you do hear like a little burning noise, just a and then you hear a loud thud hit the ground. And then all of a sudden, like, you hear the creak of the box opening, and oh, sorry, hiccup. And there's a voice that comes through the void, and it just goes, well, where are they? Are they in there?
I'm gonna sort of like put my hands in front of people just to like make sure that no one's getting hurt. Like,
Do we
One's
recognize
obviously
the
good,
voice
thanks,
at
dude.
all?
You don't recognize the voice immediately. You wouldn't.
Would I recognize the voice?
I wouldn't say you'd recognize this voice, no.
Okay, I will shoot an arrow outside of.
can
All
I
right.
stop that?
Totally
Can I
kidding,
stop
totally
that?
kidding.
You can,
we
okay, so you
stop-
can try to stop it, yes. Roll me dexterity if you want to stop
Don't you
it.
break another one of my arrows? I
I'm
swear
not
to
gonna break it.
God.
I'm stopping it.
I need
Breaking your arm instead. It's fine.
I need you to
don't
roll
worry
sleight of
about
hand
it.
real quick, Gabrielle.
16. I got
I
16.
think that's +5 for me. So let's see.
16.
Why do you have to shoot an arrow at everything?
Not everything, just most things. Okay. Oh, sleight of hand's only a +3 for me.
What have you not shot an arrow at?
22.
22. So you get the arrow off, but Galax kind of nudges the feathers a little bit and sends it off course. You hear it go thum, and he goes, well, that does match the stories I've heard. All right, bring them in. And you hear a little like creaking as the crate gets drug across the floor, and then you hear a loud thud of a door, and all you hear is, all right, come on out. Come on.
How do we get out of these?
Do we just start to stand up and we float? Like what's the
As
Yeah,
you
like
Hold on, I'm gonna actually
I'm
grab-
a baby. Like
It's like,
Do I have to
okay.
throw everyone up there?
no,
Oh
no,
my
no, no, no.
God.
So like, in this world, you can kind of just it's like Space Jam. If you imagine it, it happens. So
What is
you
that?
guys.
Oh no, Abby. Oh no. Everybody give up. It's on the lamb now.
What is that?
You've not seen Space Jam, the greatest cinematic masterpiece of all time? Okay, so essentially, if you guys are wanting to get out, the void will be able to tell that and can kind of lift you out.
Okay. Well, while I remain sitting in the princess sit, I want to magically appear like getting pushed upward out of my princess. You said if I imagine it, the void will do it.
damn it.
All right, if you build it, they
go.
will come.
They will come. Exactly. Here we go.
So as you slowly are rising from this, you do see Trigger like looking at you as you arise, and he just goes, I guess I should have imagined that this would be the way that you would enter. All right.
Are you gonna help me out or not?
Damn.
Anyways,
Yeah.
this is
Or not? I got you.
this is your let's just say parental's habitat for now. They told us to wait here while he gets fetched.
God, I'm gonna throw up. You got a bag?
No, I don't. Go throw up somewhere else. That or just
I'll
hold it in
throw
your
it
mouth. I
on
really
my
don't
body.
care
It's
at this
in there.
point. And he's like, are the rest of you coming up, or are you just gonna sit down there all day? Do you enjoy the darkness?
I'm gonna look at Exton and go, so what do we do? I don't know. She just floated.
Exton looks around and goes, well, picture yourself going up.
I'm gonna close my
This is
eyes.
Peter Pan. You can fly. Go.
I'm just gonna close my eyes and just go, huh! And then I'm just gonna. I'm not.
As you do that, you kind of shoot upwards, and it just launches you out of the chest, and you jump out of the chest, and you kind of like hit the ground, and you tuck and roll a little bit, but like
You're gonna take
you
more
still
damage.
take a little bit of like stumbling and falling down to like steady yourself.
All right. And I'm, oh,
Does anyone pull me up? I'm just holding my hands up
I don't
like Miley Cyrus. So what?
I guess I'll just stand and get out, and then I guess I'll grab Hana.
Only normal person, Rosalind just stands up, peeks out the
Gets
box and
out.
gets out, and then gets Hana. And then after a few minutes of hesitation, you guys do see Exton. Eventually his horns peek through, and he's just kind of sitting there cross-armed looking around as it happens, and he steps out. He's like, all right. And he looks over and he sees the man that you guys are traveling with. He goes, so what are we doing here? And Trigger responds with, well, we're just having a little chit-chat with an old friend, I would say. And we are excited to have you along. And he gives like a weird, hesitant smile. He goes, anyways, we have to wait here for a few minutes until they grab Aeneas. So, would you guys care to enlighten me why we brought this one along? And he looks to Galax as he says that.
Wait, what? Wait, so who's he asking? Wait, what?
He's asking
Who's
about
Trigger's asking you
he
why
asking
you
you
brought
about Exton.
Exton.
He's a good friend of mine, and he said he wanted to escape from what he was doing. So I thought, what better opportunity?
How long have you known this good friend of yours for?
Longer than you.
I find that hard to believe. You're not
Trigger.
very,
So grumpy and quick. to
Trigger,
Really?
remember our conversation. I think at this point we just have to accept the help.
He sits there for a few seconds and grits his teeth and is like, so be it.
Trigger, now will you tell us a little bit more about this whole thing about the syringe and why it's so important that my father doesn't take it to another dimension and possibly destroy mankind?
Oh yeah, excellent. I forgot to tell you that part.
This still is not the time or the place for this.
Yeah, I think we should get out of here.
Later, Gabriella.
Very
But
well.
not the time or the place. Please.
Please, hold your horses. I know that you're used to getting everything you want, but just wait a
Yes.
few seconds.
Here, presents one more time. I'm literally gonna actually.
A few minutes pass, and then you guys hear a little bit of creaking, and you notice a portal open up in the room, and all you hear is, all right, come on through. And Gabriella would recognize this voice.
The ball starts crying.
Are you guys gonna go through the portal?
I guess so.
All
I
right.
kind of don't have a choice, do I? Yeah. let's go.
I don't have a choice.
As you step through, Trigger tries to lead and step through first, and as he goes through, he kind of holds out his hand behind him. He's like, it's probably best just to make sure they're not doing anything funny. And he motions to like hold his hand as you guys go through it.
I guess I'll grab his hand.
All right.
Is it like a chain thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friendship
Very
chain,
well.
friendship chain.
I guess I'll lead in.
I'm
because
holding
they're
Galax's
probably expecting
hand.
me. I'm taking front.
I mean, Trigger's already in the portal.
He's
with his hand sticking out.
partway through the portal, and his hand is just back through.
Oh,
Well,
God,
I
what do I
ain't
have?
holding his hand.
Yeah,
Alright, hold on.
I grabbed his hand because I figured none of you guys would want to hold his
Oh,
hand.
I was gonna rock, paper, scissors it, but this works out wonderfully.
So do
Okay,
you,
partner, right. Hold Gabriella's hand, and you'll be able to go through. And I'm
No,
gonna
no,
hold
no,
I
Exton's
look,
hand.
I look up at her, and I look back at you, and I kind of shuffle around so that I'm in the back of the line.
What the hell?
I give you a little push
Okay,
on the back of
guys.
your thigh.
Please just figure this out so we can just get this
Okay.
over as quickly as possible.
I go, fine, Exton, I guess hold Gabriella's hand and mine.
Oh. I kind of pull it.
Little
Exton,
one
like,
doesn't want to go through yet.
I'm gonna whisper to Exton. I'm rooting for you. Just like out of zero context. Just like no context whatsoever.
he looks at you. He goes, "What does that even mean?" And he slowly grabs the hand and he like squeezes it really hard and he grabs Galax's. And you
Did
guys
he squeeze mine?
he doesn't squeeze yours, no, he just holds on to it. And you guys slowly go through the portal. As you go through the portal, it opens up into this cobblestone room that you guys have kind of seen before and you noticed before. It looks a lot like the room that Slime brought you guys to the first time that you were interacting. Well, I guess it's technically the second time you were interacting with him, but the second time that you interacted with him. And there's a desk in the room, and Ineas is sitting there at the desk, just in a chair. He goes, "What exactly do you want, Gabriella?"
Dad? That's Dad, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Alright, sorry. Just making sure.
Dad, is that really you?
He goes,
We need the syringe.
"And why?"
That's all there is to it.
And why would I give that to you?
Do you want to save Drake or not?
Do you want to
Jesse
save Drake or not? Do
Of course I do. He's my brother, of course. He left
You
because
say
of
that
your...
like family means something to you anymore.
Family means something to me. Family never meant anything to you.
If
You're the
family
one that
means so much to you, then why did you leave all of us behind?
I left because of your teachings and misguidance.
You mean the teachings that have been handed down for generations that you failed to learn?
Just because I can't do a little bit of flourishing magic doesn't mean I can't be a wonderful daughter.
You're no daughter of mine.
And you haven't been a father in years. Now, this is purely business. I want to save Drake. I don't know if you do, but I know I want to. And considering you've hired such an awful man, and clearly he has like some stench issues, the man stinks.
All you hear is "Oi!" and like some pounding on the door. And he's like, "Calm down, Slime. No need to get hasty about anything." And he looks at you, he goes, "What makes you think that this could save your beloved brother?"
Do you have any other plan? Do you have any other idea? Do you even know where he is?
No.
I have the information right now.
The information of
hold
what?
the card.
From what Slime has told me, that you only know that he's been at the archives. Do you think that that wouldn't be the first place that we would check?
Well, if you would have found him by now, you wouldn't have been needing me in the first place.
This is so spicy.
You see the man behind the desk slam his hands on the desk, and he slowly rises up, and he sprouts his wings from his back. Very bright, yellow, angelic wings come flowing down. He goes, "Gabriella, you and I both know that we don't want to be here. Either of us.
Yes, so then let's make this quick. Just hand over the syringe, and I'll get Drake back. You can have your little lapdog follow me around if you'd like, but he has to follow my orders.
You're just as bratty as I remember.
And you're just as selfish as ever.
Listen, I bought this syringe because I thought it could help with Drake. But if you can't find him, and you cannot guarantee that, let's just say, my true family will be safe, then I don't see an inclination to give it to you. Not yet. And in the foreseeable future, not ever.
So know someone who knows Drake, personally, who actually is actively hanging with him right now.
He looks around and he looks at Trigger. He goes, "So what about you, Ryan? What exactly do you know?" And Trigger kind of like scratches his ears. He goes, "Well, some. I know some."
What did he say? What did he call him?
Ryan.
Oh, finally got the other name.
Right, nice. About bloody time.
Ah, is
That's
that
what
with
you
an
got.
I or a Y? He
It's an
seems
I.
like an I kind
It's
of
an
Ryan.
I. It's an I. Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Lucid.
Oh, bro.
Batpex. Batpex. No. And he looks back. He goes, "So, are you going to tell me, or am I going to have to bring the other one out?" And Trigger sits there for a few seconds. He's like, no need to get him involved. I wouldn't. There's no real reason. I mean, he's just kind of a substitute, one might say. I mean, I'm the real deal. And he seems like actively a little flustered around your father and like kind of stammering over words. And this is the first time that you've seen him like kind of anxious looking. And he's just stumbling around and he's like, "You know what the deal is. I know that I cannot leave with this syringe. You've told me that before. And I wouldn't dare, let's just say, make any rash decisions against your judgment. But you're making it increasingly difficult for me to cooperate with you, Trigger." And you see Trigger look back. He's like, "Well, sir, if I may, there's been some complications to the plans, and obviously we have a little bit of a conflict of interest here. I would just wonder if maybe you could relinquish the syringe for, let's just say, research before you go using it on your son. We have millions of test subjects that we could try it out on. My organization has roots that run very deep, and maybe we could help with your situation." And he kind of looks over at Gabriella. He's like, "Now's the time to start saying something."
Look,
Hana,
it's merely just a business. We're just going to do this temporarily. He can have it back afterwards. Whatever this man wants with it. Fine, so be it.
he looks at you. He goes, "You guys don't even know what he really is, do you?"
Then why didn't you care and enlighten us, Father? You always enjoyed handing out lessons.
He smiles. He's like, "Why, that wouldn't be any fun now, would it?
You're still an asshole.
I like seeing you guys squirm around and bicker and fight over the meaningless stuff. Maybe I'll just let this game continue a little bit longer until
Well then,
he shows you the true colors of his organization in this world that you so lovingly call home now."
yes, because it's been more of a home than you've ever been able to supply.
And this world is more exciting to me than you've ever been able to supply. If it'll finally rid you of your presence and the slander that accompanies it to my family name, I'd welcome it.
Then hand it over.
Oh, spicy.
Right?
He produces it and he looks at it for a second. He goes, "Trigger." And he looks at the syringe. He says, "Make sure that this doesn't become another one of your friends." And he holds it and he gives it to Gabriella and puts it in the palm of her hand. He goes, "This is the last time that I even think of your name in my family. I see you around, even closely resembling contact, in a form even as such as this." And he holds the notes that you were trying to send to your sister and to your mother the last time. He goes,
Oh.
"I will personally send everything that I can muster to bring you down. And he slowly puts it back in his shirt and he goes, now get out of my sight before I change my mind. And he sits back down and you see the portal open up from behind you guys again.
I start to head towards it. I'll turn around, start to head towards it. I'll turn around back at him, or like not even look at him. Like, I will rescue my sister as well from your clutches. You've brainwashed her, made her do unimaginable things. I will save her from you. And then Mother will be able to leave you, finally. That's the only reason why she stayed.
You can tell yourself
She doesn't
what
love
you
you.
need to make you sleep at night. But we are
Hephaestus will be
much
coming with
more
me.
closer now than you have ever thought. Get out of my
Can
sight.
we insight into that to see if that's the truth or the lie?
Sure.
You can believe all you want. I know she wouldn't.
12.
He doesn't seem to be lying. There's no inflection in his voice or any kind of hurried speak or sweating. Not that I don't think Asmars can sweat, but I don't think Asmar can. But yeah, I don't think Asmar can sweat. But yeah, he doesn't seem to give any tells that he's lying to you guys. He seems to be very stone-faced and very sure of himself that nothing will happen.
Don't bother trying to understand anything about him, Rosalind.
Oh, I'm not. He has no heart. It's fine.
Exactly.
Calls them as they sees them.
He smiles a little bit. He's like, possibly I don't.
You know, you can smile at that all you want, but you're the one that's gonna be alone in the end.
He leans back in his chair. He's like, I've done quite all right on my own.
That's what you
And
think.
I will rebuild, even if it so happens to be like that again.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, I have a
that's what
cold. I gotta go.
You think, but you know, have fun, have a nice life, however short that might be.
I will. And he looked, did you want to say something to him, Galax?
I was gonna offer to see if he wants.
You cut out.
You're cutting
You want-
out
you want-
angry.
I want to offer him my syringe.
Your syringe?
I want him to have a look at it.
Tradesies.
Yeah, no Tracy's back after though.
Because you said it was nearly there, so I'm just.
He looks at it. He goes, and he just holds out his hand. He takes it and he holds it for a little bit, and then all you see is him just slowly crushing the syringe in his hand. He goes, and he opens it back up and he looks through like the glass shards and he goes, here. And he holds out the object that was sitting in the middle of the syringe. He goes, maybe you can make use of it, but
Is his hand cut up?
I can't. And his hand is thoroughly cut, yes.
And nothing's happening while it's cut.
Well, I mean, he's bleeding.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like magically like restoring or anything.
No,
like,
he's not. It doesn't
okay,
seem like
okay.
he's magically restoring it at all or anything. He's just bleeding from his hand, and he hands the object that was in the syringe to Galax. What it feels like is if you've ever had a sort of a overly damp paper towel, it kind of has that weird slimy feel to it. And you can't really get a grip on it, but you don't know what it is. And Trigger just kind of looks at you. He goes, I would put that away if I were you.
All right. Just like
Also-
so, just.
Does this syringe have like a cover, or is it just really pointy? And I'm just gonna put this in my bag, like.
It's really pointy, dude. You're gonna be
It's
fine.
super pointy. I mean, like, you might be able to inject yourself. Wouldn't recommend it, but you could try.
I'm just gonna put it in the bag, facing like away from all my stuff.
Okay, yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. Is there anything else you guys want to talk to Aeneas about or no?
Hana,
Is
what
there
would
any
you
plan
for
There's
many?
a lot of things we want to say and a lot of things we should not say.
I want to
I'm
ask,
keeping
what
my
is this
mouth
thing that you
shut,
handed
dude.
me?
Dude,
Sir, what did you hand me? What is
He
this
sounds
thing?
mad.
are you asking Aeneas or
Both of them. Just whoever.
Trigger just looks at you, he goes, I think we best talk about this later, big guy. And he starts shoving you towards the portal. And
He's nervous. That's the first time I saw that. He's Exton, let's go.
And as you hear that, you see Exton put up a finger. He goes, hold on 1 second. And he looks at Aeneas. He goes, I believe that this would be called my official resignation. And he kind of like gets up from where he is standing, and he just slowly walks towards the portal. He goes, I understand that you might have helped me in a situation once, but I do not need your help no more. And he slowly walks through the portal before you guys, and he just kind of leaves it at that.
Skip him out of last week's payments, father.
Okay, so as you guys walk through the portal, you guys see the portal open up at the inn that you've been staying at, and you see Trigger just slowly like walk through, and he goes, well, that could have gone worse, could have gone better, but I mean, we got the syringe, so that's nice.
Shut up, Ryan.
He looks down, he's like, don't use that name when speaking to me.
No, you don't have the upper hand right now. We do. Now you're going to explain everything. Your involvement with my father, why you need the syringe, and why couldn't I just give it directly to him to help my brother?
Grr.
Grr.
That syringe is not a cure for what ails your brother.
Then what's wrong with him?
We're just
Nobody
in the middle
knows
of the,
yet.
We're in the lobby, aren't we?
No, you're not in the lobby, you're outside of the inn. You're outside of it.
Okay. Are we like in an alleyway then?
You
There's
guys,
some dingy
you guys were in the main street, but you could be in an alleyway, yes, if you guys moved to it.
Because I'm like, is Gabriella just screaming at him in the middle of like the street?
Yeah, no,
Well,
fuck, get this.
To be fair,
like, tell
to be
me
fair,
everything.
This town is pretty lively at all times. He looks
Okay.
around, he goes, essentially, your brother has stumbled upon, let's say, archaic magic. In magic
Letting
that
magic,
is
yes.
meant to have been forgotten.
Do you know where to find him? Because we have it somewhat of an idea, but not. We want to get there before it is too late.
What do you mean too late?
You see, you have your secrets again, and we have ours.
We're doing this again.
So, trust is again two-way. You tell them, I'll tell you.
If trust is two-way, then give me the syringe.
No, not yet.
Then I'm
I had
sorry,
to talk to
I'm
my
not telling
father
you where
about
your
that.
brother is.
Doesn't work like that.
I'll get out the damn paper towel.
Dude, he's worried about your health. He ain't worried about you holding it against him.
I will shove it in his eye.
He just
Bit
goes,
of a wet willy.
he just goes, if you guys don't want to give me the syringe, then it's okay. We'll just pluck it off of charred corpses soon enough.
You have to
And
hit me first.
I never said that it was me that was going to be doing the charring. In fact, it might be a very friendly face. One that you might recognize. Even after everything that's happened.
Then again, that's why if you know that, it's better to share the information so we might
That's-
prevent the thing.
You're not
Tell us-
being very truthful to yourself. I've trusted you guys. You've trusted me, and now you're trying to tell me that I need to trust you guys with the syringe, the whole reason we came here. If you
Then
guys
let's
want
do
to
it.
keep being stubborn, then so be it.
How about we make a deal then? You come along with us.
For what reason?
Well, clearly we still have trust issues both ways. If we are both in each other's company, perhaps it'd be easier for us to get to know you, Trigger.
I'm not one that wants to be known.
Fair enough. However, these are my conditions.
He sighs a deep breath and he just goes, where are you guys going next? What's the next big plan?
There is. We ran into something we ran into a knoll not too far from here.
Yes. Continue.
He would most likely know what to do next in terms of my.
And
I
what
only
makes
have-
you think that? A random knoll? Not even a human? A knoll? You trust these
We might
beasts?
just all see a flames.
He smiles really wide. He's like, I knew you'd give up something eventually.
Yes. Now tell us more about it.
Let's just say that the family is going to be reunited once more.
Ah, fuck.
He smiles. He's like, now this all can come to pass. But I do need that syringe.
One second. I want to group huddle with him. Okay, so how do we feel about this? Exton, you're up.
He's been here for 2 minutes. Give him some time.
I just work here, dude. I just work here, man.
If you want them to give you the syringe, you may want to explain just a little bit about the situation at hand.
Are you talking to Trigger or?
I'm talking to Trigger. They're in a group.
I'm still
Okay.
huddled in.
All right.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know. I've seen this done before.
Gotcha. So we just say like this for a little while and then go away?
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Hannah's like
Yeah,
probably like
okay.
trying to grab someone's shoulder.
Oh my
Reaching
gosh.
up, tapping anything I can get a hold of.
Trigger looks at you. He goes,
So,
"Oh, let's just say that I don't really want to spill all the beans because it's not exactly."
You don't have to spill all the beans, but explain enough that they will understand you.
How
Yes,
do
I know
do
you.
that?
You have very hard. You're very difficult to say these things, but I'm really trying here.
I'm trying, man.
Please,
I'm
like that.
trying, man.
I'm really
out.
trying here.
He looks. He goes, his brothers. Oh God. He shouldn't have dabbled in things he didn't know. There might be a way to cure it, but I can't tell him that I know for sure.
Well, if we don't try, the answer is always no. So even if there's small hope, we have to at least try it.
He looks at you. Goes. By the point that we try it, we'll all be burnt. Burnt to a bloody crisp. I don't know about you, but I don't really find that a very appetizing proposition.
Are we already out of that much time, though?
Yes, by all sources, I would assume so. I can try. I'm not making any promises. It's not even me that's gonna be able to do it. It's somebody else that I know.
Well, that's still better than us sitting here racking our brains waiting for the flames to come.
And then afterwards, I think we're supposed to shout or something like a group huddle. Like,
So what do we shout? What do we?
go
Oh
Exton, go Exton.
my.
Yes.
All right, sounds good.
All right,
You
one.
want it? All right.
Yeah.
Bring
All
it.
right, 1, 2, 1. Go Exton. Go Exton.
He just goes.
Ah,
Go me, yeah. and as you're saying this, Trigger just is like putting his hand in his face. He goes, listen.
Linda, listen.
The syringe won't heal you, brother. The only thing that syringe is capable of is causing transformations that might be considered akin to your brother's situation.
And this transformation you're talking about, was it very much similar like how we faced looking at name, the hobgoblin Kashto?
He sighs and just goes, your brother's transformation had a different start, but they're much alike, I would say, yes.
So just level with me. This has a chance to save him.
None. Zero. Zip. Nada.
So
But-
what do you know that can help me save him?
If we give you the syringe, can you contact your friend to help us?
We've been trying to find the way to cure it ever since, but considering the special circumstances surrounding your brother, I would say 20% chance?
I'm not going to allow him to die.
20 is still better than 0. What can we do to try and make that a better percentage?
Nothing. Is literally, we just have to research. We have to figure out why he did what he did, what spell he cast, what everything. But the only person that would know that, it's gone missing as well, so.
Who?
Probably my brother.
He looks over at Gabrielle, he goes, how do you know that? He's like,
Wait, why is he looking at Gabriella?
not
when I
Gabriella,
said
not
probably
Gabriella,
my
I meant
brother?
Rosalind, sorry. He goes, yeah, how do you know that? He goes,
They were studying together. It's only normal to think that they would be together.
I think they were together, actually.
Not the time or the place.
fair.
Every time.
He goes, well, transformation, 2 missing brothers, an angry father, and still no syringe. For me, at least. But that's about sums it up, yes, right?
If you can get us there, to the Parisian Archive, then.
Oh, they're not going to be at the Parisian Archives. I feel
They
like
have
they're
to
a
go
lot
back to
closer than you think
Groveland.
they are.
We had to go back to Groveland.
Another one of your Rosalind intuitions.
I told you about this before. We have to go back.
You're right. And visit the friendly noble, right?
Yep. Or get as close as we can.
Fine. So the syringe will do nothing for me. I just did this for you because you...
I don't know how many times I need to tell you. It's not gonna kill your brother. I've said it once. I've said it twice. I've said it 3 times, and you keep asking the same question.
Fine. Just gonna hand it to him, and
He takes it and he looks at it. He goes, "We're done here. Do you guys want to
If we-
rest? Do you guys? What
if-
do you want to do
Go back to Groveland.
right now?"
yes.
The sooner the better.
All right. Lead the way, O valiant party.
You just teleport us there?
Wait, has he just joined us? Wait. I'm so confused.
I think he joined us temporarily for now, but
He goes, I cannot. Did you ask him if he could teleport you, or were you just like
Yeah.
thinking that? He goes,
I think Gabriella.
it's very specific points in the world that I can pinpoint, but let's just say I don't want to overuse it. Could
Well,
cause.
I guess we're getting in the cart and taking a wonderful ride back to Groveland.
It could cause a little bit of
Again.
a issue with my other side.
Fine, let's get in the cart. We gotta stop by.
All right.
Also, I'm dreadfully hungry, so. Do you have any bread?
Just bread, only carbs.
Okay, I hand you another loaf of bread.
See.
As you guys get in the cart and you start like exiting the city and like the city lights dim down and it starts surrounding you in darkness, you just hear Trigger go, so he had you as well, did he, little devil man? And Exton just sits there, he goes, I'd rather not talk about it. My past is my own. And you don't need to know my past.
I'm gonna put my arm around him.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave him to do his own thing.
Look, regardless of what my father. There's one thing we all know for certain. He fucking sucks.
I'm gonna slap Exton on the chest plate and say, you did the right thing there. Resigning in front of him. Big balls for that.
Massive!
Massive cojones!
Oh,
Dude, as you guys are traveling down the road and it's getting closer to night, are you guys taking naps? I need to know what you all are doing, what the issue is
I'll
here.
rest because I need to heal.
You'll rest?
Full health, so I'll rest.
Transing
Trancing? Okay.
while driving again.
Right, oh my god.
You hear Trigger go,
Not even once.
I don't really trust this, and he kind of like nudges you over. He's like, I'll take it from here. You go to the back there. And he grabs the
I'm an
reins.
elf. I don't sleep though.
It doesn't mean that you're paying attention entirely all the time when you're in that shape. Anyways, continue on.
I'll keep on first watch. And, I will. To last spell slot. Wait, actually, did I even use spell slots the other time?
Uh,
Oh, I have
I'm
one
gonna
more
get my
spell
bag of tricks
slot.
back.
I have one more spell slot. For primeval awareness once more.
You're gonna primeval awareness?
Yeah.
Nothing else other than that eldritch, like that aberration stuff that you keep feeling?
Alright. But it's still, like, far away from me.
No,
not
it's
like-
right on top of you guys now.
right.
Okay.
Oh,
I
God.
wonder.
Oh!
Mm.
I'm surprised it's taken you this long to notice anything. It's been on
Anyway.
top of you guys like 3 times.
Freaking me out, man. It's like, okay, now. Now
I'm
that
taking that. Can I take that long rest, Mr. DM?
Yeah, you can take your
I'll
long
take a
rest.
long rest as well.
Are
Are we all taking?
what's
those?
the order that you guys are falling asleep in?
First,
Me.
You're
I'm
going
gonna
second.
sort of fall that way on deck. Well, not intention, but
Before you go to sleep, Hana, he just you hear Trigger go, psst. I'm up here. And he like motions you to come up and sit on the bench, like at
I'm
the
gonna
front of
keep
the
my
cart.
eyes closed, or not closed, but
Squinting.
peering, and I'm gonna, squinting. I'm gonna slowly go up and kind of sit up next to him.
He just sits there. He says, "How's my old friend Kalaktu?"
I feel like we shouldn't be hearing this. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back.
I'm gonna just kind of look forward and
You're trancing, Rosalind, so you would be able to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm a little scared that he knows the name, and so I'm just gonna kind of not say anything and look back forward, look out onto the open path.
He sits there for a few seconds. He goes, "There's more than a few reasons why I chose your group. More than a few. Likely, yes. Somehow tied together by a single thread? Maybe. Ready to snap at any time? Definitely. But On one bright side, it's kind of a reunion for me. He just sits there, he goes, get some rest, young one.
And I suddenly remember something I haven't done.
As you try to summon your weapon, you notice it come and appear in your hand now that you've been able to get it from the boxes. And, are you summoning your scimitar or your, gun? The gun? Pew pew! Pew pew! The gun appears in your hand, and nothing seems to be different about it from the last time that you saw it. Nothing in the box has changed it. It just, the box appeared to have some sort of different dimension that you couldn't get it from.
Can I crack it open and spin the cylinder and make sure it's all still like smooth and working and everything?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. And then, yeah, I'm gonna smack it close and pop one shot off and then head back to bed.
So that would have been a good bullet then, I believe.
Yes, that is one good
That is
bullet.
one good bullet that actually is gone now. All right.
Jesus, Hana, the helium.
The helium?
What helium? Where are we? Hello?
Are we in a Zeppelin? What the?
I don't know what.
Hindenburg? Who?
Hello.
One girl walks on with a
Oh.
staticky sweatshirt and oh god, it's the humanity. Anyways, yes. Did you have something, Alex?
No, I
Okay.
was waving
So
trap.
you all go to sleep for the night, and then the night passes. I don't believe you guys have any dreams unless you guys really want to.
I do kind of like wake up in the
I'm
middle of
good
the
with
night
that,
and like kind of like go up to Trigger. It's like, so it was you that was following us for the most part.
Eh. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't
Look.
want my full hand to be known. Still isn't, but you guys know a few cards in it now.
Indeed. You emanate a different feeling than the others. That's for sure.
The others?
I can tell usually when the kind of creatures. I've been in the woods long enough to kind of seen my fair share of fiends and creatures and various other aberrations, I guess. But
He goes, are you accusing me of being from another world?
no, not at all.
He goes, if you really want to get to the bottom of that feeling, you might want to ask your little fairy friend back there.
She says like 3 words and we won't get an actual answer.
I'm
Well,
knocked out.
just saying this uneasiness is not for me. I would have a few words with her, or
And yet I trust her more than you.
I would say her other self.
Good night.
And he goes back to driving. The night passes, and you guys all regain your health, your spell slots, all this other stuff, any exhaustion points.
We can do things.
Make sure that you guys do take a ration as well, because you guys did not eat in town.
I had bread.
The bread is part of the ration, I'm assuming.
Not such-
Damn! I'm fine.
You had bread. You can't just say, "Oh, I had bread." By the way,
Why
Good
not?
enough for a day.
you know
All
what?
done.
Seems fine. Anyways, what were the words that I was gonna use? Damn it! We got lost on the bread.
Lost on the sauce.
Dude, we did get lost in the sauce. Okay, so, you guys also, after completing the whole interaction there, you guys will level up, but I don't plan on having any combat.
I ate all my rations.
Yeah, you ate all the rations? No!
I got rid of them all.
You did what I did. I got rid of all of them as well.
Yeah, I don't think I have any rations. I have like 1 loaf of bread left.
I have 7 rations left.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh. But,
Yeah.
I have 12 left.
But yeah, you guys also are gonna get a level up after completing the auction sequence and all that stuff with Aeneas.
Yay.
And I don't plan on having in combat, so you guys don't need to look at right now. But if when you guys do level up, just let me know, like, if there's... I don't think that any of you guys get stats at level 5. I don't think anybody gets stats at level 5.
Get extra attack.
Yeah,
pretty
but
much it.
I don't think I need to change the cards for that. I think I just literally... Well, I need to know your healths when you guys level up, eventually.
Okay.
But3 that's it. Anyways, as the day passes, you guys are about halfway back to Magnolia Spring from where 3 Point Market is, and as you wake up, you kind of notice something a little different that Gabriella was able to kind of pick up on last night, is that his demeanor was changing a little bit. It seemed like he wasn't really himself. And as he was kind of there, he was kind of like nodding off a little bit, but kind of going back up. And as you guys all start to wake up this morning, you notice that the man has a completely different persona. His hair is no longer green and it's back to blue again. And he just goes, well, that was a fun show I watched. How are you guys doing this morning?
So is this a thing where you just get the back seat or the front seat? Like, what's the deal with this? Oh.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't mind me, I'm just having a banquet in the back of the car.
Play
Wait.
these games.
Angry. It's another day.
It's a new day.
It's another day.
He goes,
It's
so,
a new day.
how did y'all sleep?
Fine.
Just fine.
I wake up.
How's I want a perception check. How's Exton? Did Exton like cuddle with Galax at all, or?
Did
Go
he
ahead.
move? Because I kind of fell on him. When I was
Go ahead
sleeping.
and roll perception.
This is the most exciting perception roll ever.
Oh my god. Did they
Hey.
fuck? Did they
Oh.
fuck? That's what I need to know. Did they fuck? Right next to me, 5 feet away. Did they fuck?
In front.
Oh
16.
my god, dude. 16?
Yeah.
He just seems to be sound asleep. I mean, they were closer to each other, but it doesn't seem like they were cuddling or nothing. No.
All right. Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby steps. I'm just like,
Leave
Alright.
I
them
want
be.
this to happen for them so much.
As you guys are continuing down the road, he goes, so,
Hey, cat.
is there anything you guys wish to ask me now?
So, what's with this whole situation between you and Trigger?
He goes, well, you could say we're roommates.
Okay, yes, we can tell that much, but
Not very good roommates, not what I would enjoy, but I was here before him, let's just say that much.
Well, what should we call you? The other one's called Trigger.
Well, I guess I can go by the same name now.
oh my god.
Everybody else seems to call me it. Can't seem to tell the difference anymore, so...
Are they colorblind?
He just
That
goes
look.
back to the road.
Seems like you don't want to be called Trigger, though.
Can I
gonna call you Stacy.
run up on...
Stacy?
We have horses.
Why are
pulling
you
the cart,
talking in
right?
slow motion? Yeah,
It's fine.
Um,
She's still
we
catching
have-
up with.
We have
This is
horses
Hana
pulling the
waking
cart,
up.
right?
Hana's buffering
Yeah,
me.
we have 2 horses. We have, what was it, Amber and Zephyr?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are they actually? Now that
Can I jump onto Zephyr?
horses.
Zephyr's the kind of not so smart one.
Yeah, Zephyr's kind of a dumb one.
Yeah.
He's the himbo
Alright,
horse.
I'm gonna jump on Zephyr.
He's himbo
and-
horse, dude.
Can I
What-
look out ahead and see? Is it still nighttime?
They're attached to the cart. You can't just ride the horse off the cart.
Can
No,
I...
he's just looking around on,
Oh.
on the horse.
He said, I'm gonna scout ahead. I was like, you can't do that. The horse is tied up.
No, he's
Well,
like
I
on
wanted
top
to
of
get-
the horse
no, I
trying to scout in
Yeah.
front of us, even though
Okay.
we're
We're just gonna
on the
scout
cart.
2 feet in front of us for him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Do I
with
see anything?
Roll me perception.
Could I insight check in like the condition of the horses?
Come on.
Yeah, you can roll me animal handling.
Oh
I-
no. Okay.
2.
Okay. Can I? We're passing Magnolia right now, right?
You're not passing Magnolia. You're a day out from it.
Okay.
5.
5. Horses seem to be okay. They're kind of going, you know, every now and then, but like for the most part, they seem to be. They seem to be going through. What?
Are they in the bay?
No, they're in the front.
Fuck.
Hey!
What was your roll in perception?
Mine?
Yeah.
So what's going on with the game? What are we doing here? What D&D, right? Yeah.
What was the roll, Hana?
2.
2 plus anything or no?
No, it was 3 minus 1.
Perception.
So as you start looking around, you notice that the smell of the horse's mane reminds you of the forest that you were raised in, and you kind of get lost in the sauce there.
Can I
Lost in
try
the
and
horse
see if I can
smell.
see anything?
Yeah, you can roll perception.
Okay, 8 plus 6. 15, right?
8 plus 6.
No, it's 14.
Yeah, 14. So with a
Cookie crisp. I want
y'all.
cookies.
I hate y'all. So you can see the forest that encompasses Magnolia Spring spreading out before you, and you're currently in the plains that are rolling over the landscape. As you can see, there's multiple different rocky outcroppings just along the path and further down. You already are like coming upon the town that you guys like. You're coming upon the fork in the road where you could have veered off in order to go to the town that Galax and Gabriella saw on the when he dumped Gabriella in the river.
We still haven't forgotten about that.
Still upset
because you want me and Exton to get.
Oh, get heck.
Just because I can be not petty for 5 seconds to have someone find true love, okay?
You not petty? I don't know about that.
I don't know
You know
about
what?
that
You know
one.
what,
I
little
don't know
fairy
about
prince?
all that. No,
Little
see,
fairy
see,
princess.
see.
Jesus. Anyways, here's Wonderwall. So you guys do see a couple of the carts that you saw the day before the auction coming back towards town now, but nobody of import, none of the elementals that you talked to, the Ganassi or anything like that. Off to the far, I guess it would be, you're going along south. Off to the far south, you do see a giant rock that kind of flattens out on top, and it looks to be at least 40 to 50 feet tall with like rounded like a normal boulder, and then just flattens out about 4/5 of the way up. And then around that rock you do see a lot of spiked structures that you can only assume you had to have missed from traveling past here in the night last time you were through this area. Other than that, there's nothing really of import. Around this time, Trigger kind of looks up. He goes, "What are y'all looking for? We're just on a road. There's something so dangerous y'all are expecting to pop up around us?"
I'll
You
wait.
can never be too careful.
Well, it slows you down sometimes. He's like,
I mean, you're driving. We might as well look around
"Yeah,
right now.
I see your point." He just continues driving. As you guys continue through the day, nothing really big happens. You notice a couple different like animals prancing around the meadows, and yes, Galax.
Speaking of animals, can I roll?
I mean, sure.
What is it again? A
D8.
D8.
You know, the one that
The
Kyo
most
doesn't have.
important dice to have.
The one Kyo
Stupidest
went, I
die
don't need
ever.
this.
Stupid, dumbest
die
die
ever,
ever,
Kyo,
bro.
did you ever buy
You
a
own
D8?
if you own a D8, honestly, let's fight.
Let's fight, bro.
Fine, let's. I'll roll my d8s.
Oh my god, cat!
Holy crap!
It!
Someone's in trouble.
Alright, well, on the bright side, Azzy, your camera's not broken.
Okay,
Oh
he
my
knocked
god.
my speaker on my desk and fell and hit the cord on my camera and knocked the camera to the ground.
Someone
Kitty.
is in trouble.
Kitty.
I will roll now.
Okay, go ahead, roll.
Oh
Hero,
no.
hero.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh, what did you summon?
Oh no! Wait, what am I get? What is it?
Is it the hyena?
I don't know what he summoned. I don't know what he
I
rolled.
summoned a tiger! I got an 8!
Yes, dude. Toby the tiger is
I mean, you
back.
guys have a day of travel.
Now we have a tiger! And
Now-
now
Toby
with
the
my
tiger.
friend.
Yeah, this is a wonderful first date, Exton. Me and my tiger.
As you do pull out of the bag, like pull the.
Can I play it out? Sorry. Can I play it
Sure,
out?
sure,
Okay, I'm gonna. Exton, do you want to see something really cool?
sure. Why not?
You see this bag right here? Watch this. And I'm gonna go like proper like, and like reach in the bag and go, voila! And like obviously the tigers jump past.
He looks at it come out and he just kind of like looks around at it. He's like, "So what? Did you used to be in a circus?"
Ah, was you the one on the gate that when we entered?
No, he wasn't.
Ah, damn it. This is Toby. He pops up every now and again. Pretty cool guy, but no, I haven't been a part of a circus. Would be a pretty cool act, though, don't you think?
He's like, I'd go see it. I guess. I don't know.
Yes. All right.
It depends on ticket prices. If it's on discount, you know. If the...
No. But if you get like the family plan, you can see up to 3 shows for like a much cheaper price.
So is everyone else sort of like looking and like,
Everybody else is in the cart just riding along right now. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna sort of because obviously you know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
That was a
fucking
strong
disgusting.
One.
I'm gonna sort of turn to Exton and go. So, do you want to talk about what happened yesterday, or do you want to keep that to yourself? Because I could tell you were a bit flustered.
What do you mean? What happened?
You turned down Trigger quite quickly. He asked you about what happened back there.
Gonna have to be more specific than that. He like looks off a little bit.
You said that you had some past that you don't like to talk about. I'm assuming it was just a generic thing to everybody, but you know, if you ever wanted to talk to anybody, I get you out of the mess, and I know I'll put you in another one, but this mess is a lot better.
You remember how I told you You remember how I told you that I left down below, right?
Yes.
Well, somebody had to help me out, and not proud of who it was.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder and I go, sometimes you gotta take some serious risks until another miracle comes along. Count this as a great chance.
He looks at you, he goes, we'll see if this is a miracle. And he looks back at the road.
Unzips trousers. I'm joking. Want to see a real miracle?
Want to see a real tiger?
I
So
hate it here.
you guys get
I
to
feel
the
like I should not be here.
you guys get to the edge of the forest around dusk,
It's the
and
holy water.
you see Trigger just kind of like nodding off a little bit again, and like seeming to about to fall asleep. He goes, kid, somebody take the reins for a little bit. I just need to lie down.
I'll take him.
And he goes, much obliged. And he goes and he sits down in the back. He goes, so, what's the gossip? What are we talking about? And he pulls out like a deck of cards and he goes, anybody care to play?
You had those the whole
Not the end.
time?
He goes, yes, but I was drunk.
I literally asked someone in the abyss if someone had a deck of
He
cards.
was carrying the chest.
Yeah, he was carrying the
But still,
chest.
he could have at least dropped it down.
Raining
It's
52 card pickup. Let's go.
Oh my
Can I
God.
quickly just ask Mr. Trigger something really quickly? I hope I'm not going to offend you, Mr. I say this. What's the deal with the
Airline
food? I'm definitely going to piss him off. Ryan. What's the deal with Ryan? Is that what your name is, or?
The name they gave me.
They as in your parents.
Some people would call my parents. It was the doctors that took me in after a while.
Why do you hate the name then?
Because it was more of a number than a name, but people just decided to make it a little more so.
Understandable. Pass me the cards.
He's like, thank you, and he starts dealing out cards, and you guys just
What we
play
playing?
cards for a while. Do you
What are
want
we
to
playing,
role
boys?
play you playing cards?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, totally.
Please,
I'm
let
actually
us know
so
what
down.
we get, dude.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Yeah.
We're playing
Okay.
21, right? Surely, blackjack.
Oh my god.
Oh, is it Hold'em?
Why do you guys want to role play a
Right?
card? I'm not gonna do this.
I'm driving. I'm
Old
not
maid?
with
Tell you
it.
what,
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
Google,
I
give me 2 cards.
I refuse to believe that Hana knows how to play any kind of card game.
I would like to not be excluded. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Everybody just
You know what?
just roll a d20. Everybody roll a d20.
Put in a hand for Lewis too.
Dude,
Put in a
I'm
hand for Lewis,
driving.
man. Not you, but I'm talking about everybody else that is playing.
Oh my god.
Everybody roll a
For work.
d20. All right, so
Do we get anything added to it?
go ahead and add dexterity if you want to cheat, I guess.
Okay. Ooh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
If you want to cheat, dexterity.
All right, dexterity.
I'm just gonna stay with my 4.
Are you cheating?
Hell yeah. I'm a princess.
What about you, Galax?
I got a 15, but I'm gonna go with my dex, which makes it 17.
I got a 16, but it makes it 19 now.
All
Wait,
right.
no. Wait, is it a saving throw or is it just an straight add?
It's not a saving throw. It's just straight out.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me deception, both of y'all.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Exception.
What even are you
Or sleight of
playing
hand.
that
Sleight of
you're
hand. Sleight of
cheating?
hand.
Oh, sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah, sleight of hand. Will probably be better.
Yeah. 22.
All right. He doesn't notice you. Galax, roll me sleight of hand.
Oh, sorry, I was cleaning my glasses.
What did you roll, Hana?
a 4, and I'm not gonna cheat.
I don't know
Because she
how
doesn't
to
know
cheat.
how to cheat.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting or not getting, so I can just make it worse. I'm good.
I got dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So he doesn't catch either of you, but he did roll a 20 on his his
Of
hand.
course he did.
Well,
Of
he
course
rolled a
he did.
20 and then Exton rolled a 12, so that's the thing.
You know what, Exton? Good effort.
Good try.
So first round goes to freaking Trigger. Are you guys happy? You
Roll
guys
an insight
fulfilled
to see if he
Whoa,
cheated.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I was best of 3.
best of 3? There's 5 of you.
Yep.
Let's go again.
Let's go
We
Deal
go
again.
them out.
boys.
Deal them out. Deal them out. Let's go.
Hana, are you getting it? Do you understand what's going on?
And I just turn
That
around
we're
my
doing this
cards
'cause
and
I got
show
a
everyone.
No. Okay, well, actually, yes. Show me only. Perfect.
I got a nat 20, so
Oh wait, do I go again? Yeah, I'll roll.
I don't
guess
know what's
what
happening.
it
Y'all are
is.
just rolling now.
Guess what it is, everyone? It's a 4 again.
Y'all are
I
just
got the
rolling now, man.
same
I don't even
hand.
know what's happening. I'm just here, man. I'm just
I
the
got
conductor
the
on this
same
freight train.
You and me both, because I don't know.
Let's go, dude.
Oh my god. I hate it so much here. I hate it so much. All right, let me roll for them, I guess. 12 and an 8. Does anybody beat 12?
Yeah, I got a 19 with cheating.
All right.
I got a nat
perception.
20.
What
You got a
about
nat
4?
20?
Cheating on
What was
everything.
your sleight of hand?
My sleight of hand is 15.
All right, he saw you cheating, and he's gonna catch you. Then, as he sees you try to pocket a card, he grabs your hand. He goes, "I wouldn't do that, princess. That kind of ruins the whole game."
Oh, this old thing. No, I've had this in my family for
He
generations.
squeezes hard and he turns you over and he starts shaking your arm to get all the cards to fall out.
Okay, look, just because, just like all these cards flying, just because I've collected a few little cards here and there, this will not stand. This has been in my family. My father, who I hate, gave me these cards, so I am holding onto them for
Gabriella,
Sentimental
I thought we
about your
talked about
father?
this.
You know what? I'm going to check on with Rosalind because I feel like she shouldn't be driving alone.
Rosalind
okay?
is the one that just said that you talked about this.
What's that, Rosalind? I'm coming.
So as a few more hours pass and you guys get deeper into the forest, this fog starts like rolling in through the branches, and as you guys breathe in, you get this smoky air that's like filling your nostrils, and it
I'm
keeps.
okay though, right?
You can still smell it.
No, I mean,
Oh no, it's not a poison. It's not a poison or
okay,
anything.
okay.
It's just smoke.
It's just helium.
Helium log.
Helium.
Yes,
Don't
Galax.
shoot it.
Once this time passes, can I ask Trigger about the thing the Mr. Blackwood gave me?
The little.
The
Oh,
little,
the
little
wet
dingly?
tissue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Go ahead. What do you
light.
want to talk to him about?
So, Trigger, or what would you like to be called? Because I feel rude calling you it.
Just keep saying it. What do you want?
What your friend, green-haired dude, didn't really like this, and I sort of take it out and hold it in my hand.
Well, that one's kind of hard to explain to people that don't know the situation. He kind of like holds out his arm once again. He's like, one finger. Okay. And he like starts spinning it around really fast, and you start seeing like water whip up out of the air, and like you can physically feel the moisture kind of being drained from around it, and water just whips around his finger, and when he stops, his finger's just like encased in water. He's like, so this kind of power right here is kind of caused by little fellas like that. And he points to the thing in your hand. He's like, now that little fella seems to be a little deceased, but that's essentially what they do. They cause certain effects to happen to people.
So what should I do with it?
Well, considering it doesn't move or breathe or eat or really anything, I'm saying he's dead, but we still probably shouldn't let it out there just to be safe. I can hold on to it if you want. All
You
right,
trust
then.
giving that away. I was gonna say.
I'm not
All right.
giving that away.
All right, then. That's what I thought. And as you guys start traveling closer and closer, like more and more through this fog that has rolled in, you start getting like a little bit like harder to breathe, and you start feeling like the smoke getting thicker, and you start hearing like the burning and snapping of trees, and a little bit of roaring in the distance coming from it. And as you guys like, as you see this, Rosalind, you kind of like hurry up the horses a little bit, because you know, like, one, you guys can't breathe. Two, you're hearing roaring. Three, pretty sure it's smoke. And yeah,
Wouldn't my necklace make it so I'm okay, but I would still have to hurry for them?
it's not, the smoke is suffocating. It's not a poison. It's a suffocation.
I thought it was anything. Is it only poison?
I believe it's you're able to breathe in any gaseous things. So I mean, you're fine technically, but you're not getting any oxygen still.
Okay.
Like, you're able to breathe and like kind of walk through it and get the oxygen if there is any there, but with the smoke, it's like taking up the space, and you're still gonna get lightheaded and a little
Okay.
deprived, you know. So as you speed it up and you start running through, you start seeing the flashes of orange coming up through the trees, and you start seeing all the surrounding areas just kind of like catching a light, and you start, like, as you look up, you guys see a dark figure fly overhead and kind of pass off into the distance. I need you guys to roll a perception check for me, all of you guys, real quick.
15. Also, I gotta pee really quick.
You gotta pee really quick?
Oh no, that's no
18.
bueno. 10.
I've got 18.
11.
Oh, yeah.
11, 10, 18, and 15?
Yeah.
All right. Let me roll for them real quick. They didn't do much better. So I'll say that 15 is good enough. I'll say that because I feel like one of you guys should have seen this. But so you 15 and 18 was Hana and Galax. Okay, so Galax, you do see like the same shadow that they see, but you're able to make out the details of like very long wings and a long like what seems to be a tail on a body, but you can't tell if it's specifically a dragon like the stories that you've been told since you were a kid. You can only imagine that it's some sort of like, you know, beast that has been reborn or in some way has been conjured up in order to take that form, because dragons aren't very common around this area. There's no place really for dragons to go in a forest. If they use their breath attacks, it's gonna cause, you know, obviously forest to burn down. But you do notice the form or an outline of what appears to be a dragon in the sky.
You guys see the dragon guy? No? Just me? Maybe? Someone else must have saw that, right?
Yeah, Hana saw it.
Hana saw it.
Yeah.
Hana wasn't
So-
here to hear it.
Hana-
I nearly timed it perfectly. Hold on, let
Hana-
me repeat.
Hi.
Someone else must have saw it, right?
You saw a silhouette of what appears to be a dragon in the sky, Hana. What happened? I went to the bathroom.
Hello?
Don't worry, I saw it too. And I just asked. Someone else must have
Where
saw that,
am
right?
You're in the cart.
And you guys are in a thick fog of smoke with a crackling of fire, and the forest is essentially burning down right now.
Can I see the place in my dream?
The hut? Is that what you're asking for?
Where my brother was standing.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
Why do my dice hate me for perception? Gosh darn it. I got a 12.
You got a 12 total?
Not bad.
Dice.
They don't seem to be anywhere in the area.
Split.
No?
I have a +6 though.
Your dice do hate you.
You don't seem to see
One.
the area that you saw in the dream anywhere around you or any place nearby.
Gosh darn it.
Is there anything that you guys want to do?
I mean, I'm just like, what are you talking about?
I'm gonna go over to Galax and kind of nudge him, and
I'm gonna, I guess, try
I'm gonna
and
try
get
to
us
do
out
like
of the fire.
Pictionary of a dragon.
Yes, little one, I saw it too. I just spat
Saw what?
everywhere.
Trigger like gets up, he goes, "Oh, this is not that good, guys. I don't
What's
like the
going
way
on?
it's looking around here." He's like, "If that's a dragon that we just saw, then I'd say that your brother might have made it here before us." And he like
Can
looks
I-
at Gabrielle.
Can I
do you
shout at them
mean?
to try and look for the specific structure and like describe it as I'm trying to drive us through it?
You're trying to tell it to who? Just to everybody?
All of them, any of them. Someone to look for the
Eh,
structure while I'm trying to drive us out.
Yeah, so you describe it as a small castle rampart with like towers on the edge and a little parapet that they're standing on that looks run down and beaten and bruised from war. He's like, well, that could be any number of the forts that the king so conveniently forgets about. But there's no forts in the immediate area around here, I can tell you that for sure. And as he's saying this, you see Exton get up, and he just kind of sits there and looks around. He goes, I don't really see what's so bad about this. It reminds me of home. And he's just like looking around, kind of oblivious to the whole situation as to why you guys are panicking.
Yes, even the giant dragon.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and sort of go, I get what you're saying, but just hear me out a second. Home for you. Not an insult, home for you. Think about who else is in the car, X.
He goes,
Alright.
this just seems pretty nice, honestly. And he looks around, he goes, when you say the thing about the dragon, he goes, I mean, I've seen demons bigger. Honestly, not
Wait.
that impressed.
How big is this thing? I mean, I can't see
Slaying
it. I guess
demons.
I can't ask.
Slaying demons.
Are we slaying demons?
DM, you stink.
How big is what? How big is the shadow?
Yeah, the shadowy figure. I mean, would I know that or?
I mean,
describing
you
it to
can
me?
see the shadow about like, you know, two inches in width, but you can only assume that it's far above the sky right now.
Oh, he's far. Okay. It's a
So-
baby dragon.
So, Exton, what does this look like to
Oh,
you?
you's a girl dragon.
I hate
What's you a
it.
girl dragon?
What are you saying, Galax?
I asked Exton if he recognizes the dragon.
He saw the dragon, but he doesn't recognize him through the smoke and fire and death. No.
Damn
The
it.
fire and flame.
But are you guys continuing the cart? What are you guys doing? Are you stopping it?
No, there's a fire.
Right on!
So you guys continue the cart, and you can feel the forest getting a little more sparse, and you can feel like you're getting to the area that the fire has burnt out and kind of died and is spreading from. And as you get to the opening where the fire originated from, you just see two men standing at the remains of what used to be Magnolia Springs, but it seems to be burnt up to a crisp from all of there. And you just see two men standing over like a body just kind of staring down at it.
I'm gonna nudge Exton and be like, well, here we go. And I'm gonna get my sledgehammer and axe, one in each hand, and be ready. I'm gonna step down from the cart.
All right.
I'm getting out of the cart and running to the two people.
All right. What are you going to do when you get there?
Like, do I know who they are?
be
Can
fun
I
as
see
well.
who
They have
are?
their backs to you and they're looking down at the bodies.
Do I
When
yell?
when I get over there, is it only one body or do I see?
They're staring down specifically at one body that is blackened from the fires and the soot.
What
But I don't-
happened?
Are you talking to them?
Yeah, I'm following right behind Russell. I was like, what happened?
Oh, you're following behind Rosalind, and you're asking the guys what happened. I'm just making sure this is clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? One of them looks up and he goes, mistakes. And
Do I know who they are now that we're closer?
That's
when you get closer, you still can't see their features. It seems like they're like morphing a little bit. And the other one looks at the other guy and goes, necessary mistakes though. And they look back at each other.
On my arrow. My bow.
And you're knocking an arrow?
No, I'm arming it. Like I'm like ready.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
what
like,
that's what knocking it is. You're knocking
yeah,
an
no,
arrow.
I, like I'm knocking an arrow on them.
Yes, Galax.
I would like to stick both of my weapons in the ground, and I'd like to sort of go like that with both my hands. And wind should be powerful because I can like a gust of wind.
Yeah.
Should be powerful enough to turn them round. So they're facing us.
As you do this, they turn around, and you guys see like two very downtrodden men, both with like bands over their face and running down their sides and arms of what appear to be scales. And you see one man with a tail, and one that appears to be like a tail kind of protruding, but it isn't grown fully. And they look up at both Gabriella and Rosalind, and they go, welcome home.
You bastard! And I'm gonna shoot the arrow.
As you shoot the arrow, it hits the which one are you shooting at? The left, the one on the left or the right?
The one whoever said welcome home, because that's an asshole right there.
The one that said welcome home. It shoots and it hits him, and he goes, "Huh. I figured my sister's friends would be a little more welcoming about this." And he looks down at the arrow and he kind of like holds it. He's like, "All right."
Okay, how close am I to them, Lucid?
You're probably about, 10, 15 feet away from them.
Okay, I'm gonna cast command.
Command?
I'm gonna get my gun.
Yep.
Get my gun!
I'm gonna just go get my
Yo,
gun.
What are you gonna command them to do? Because it's one word or phrase, right?
It's one
Yeah,
word.
One word. I'm gonna make them halt, so they have to stay there. They can't attack. They have to just stay
How long
there.
does it last?
Let's see. Speak one word command to a creature you see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn.
Which one did you speak to? Because it's one creature.
The one that got shot.
All right, what's your wisdom save DC?
Where do I see that?
Oh,
save DC.
Yep.
That at the top, right? Okay, 14.
All right, 1 second, because this actually matters. I have to look up the monster. Okay, so it would be.
I didn't level up yet, so I don't know if that affects the spell save DC.
It would. It might affect it by 1, but I think that they're still good no matter what.
Okay.
Let me see here. Wisdom. Okay. They got a 12, so they are held in place now.
Okay.
And they go, well, and he slowly like rips it out, and as he rips it out, you see the hole that was left by the arrow just almost immediately heal up. But as it's healing, you notice that it's like what appears to be kind of like licorice, red licorice, just shoots out and like kind of brings his skin together and brings it back.
Where
You?
is Vlastimir?
Vlasta who?
Where is the Lapis family?
He looks down at the ground and then he looks back up at you.
I'm gonna cry.
That was the response, by the way. She
No,
did.
I know that's a response. I'm taking it in like a normal person would.
She did.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
You're gonna punch the guy that you halted in the face?
Is he the one that looked at the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
As you go to punch him, the other guy steps in front, and you go to punch, and it like phases through part of him, but then gets caught on the scaly part, like the scaly part of him, and it just like moves him aside a little bit. He goes, "Calm down. Isn't our fault." And he like moves your hand aside. He goes, "We tried to get here in time, but there's obviously some more problems here than we thought would be present. We tried to get here in time, but I'm sure you saw a moment too late, the dragon got away."
It's dragon.
What'd you say? You cut out at the beginning.
Oh, right. And this dragon, where is it? Where did it come from?
Where did it go?
Both of them kind of look at each other and then look down at the ground. We'd rather not say.
Well, you're going to say, because we need to know this information right now.
The man looks up to you and says, "Gabriella, it's not your concern."
How do you know who I am?
As you say that, he's like, "I don't want to involve you in this." And you see both of
We're already involved.
you
My
see
family
him.
is basically, it's literally dead. We are involved. What the hell do you mean?
You see him look at the other man. He goes, "I think it's time we leave, D." And you see both of them kind of like sprout wings from their back and like shoot off.
I jump
The
on
one,
them.
the one
Jump
guy
on
still
them.
can't move though, Lucid.
How long is the duration? Because he can't halt, but he can be moved. He himself cannot move himself, but he can be moved.
Because it's like, this is one action, one round.
Yeah.
So that's like, yeah.
And the rounds have been going as well, so I guess I should roll more wisdom checks. But he can be moved.
I
He just can't move
immediately
himself.
jump on his back. The one
You
who called my
immediately
name.
jump on his back.
Yeah, and try to like prevent him from like.
Okay, go ahead and roll me, I think it's strength to grapple.
Oh, yeah, yep, it is. You want to do acrobatics on that?
Nope. You're trying to grapple him, so it's gonna be grappling.
Bam.
Oh, shit. You're using the real rules.
Crazy how that works. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not great. We'll be honest.
All right. He as you jump on to grab him, you grab a hold onto part of his scaly body, but like you sink into his more immaterial form and you're able to get a hold, but he still flies off and he's carrying the person that he called E with him, and he's just like, Gabriella, please get off of me.
Do I recognize this voice at all?
You can recognize bits and pieces, but it seems a little altered from last you heard.
Just please, just... Who are you? I need to know.
As you guys are like in the air, he stops for a few seconds and he goes, I'm far gone. Okay? Sure you know this already, but
I need you to say it.
he looks down and he like slowly slaps the man to the neck, like that he has the hand held of, and he goes, we're your guys' brothers. And he like looks around, he says,
What?
he just looks around, he goes, don't tell the others, okay?
I heard them say E though, so
You heard him say E.
I put it together because he said my sister's friends. Doesn't mean I can't punch my brother in the face though.
I mean, yeah, now that you're family, it's all in the family.
It's all in the family. He looks around, he says, you gotta trust us to fix this.
Drake, let me help. Please.
He looks
The only
down.
time I have left.
He looks down and he goes, sorry. And he grabs your arm and he rips it off of you. And he looks down to like try to see if anybody's looking, and then he tosses you off of him.
You motherfucker!
I'll catch. I'll catch.
All right, go ahead and roll me. I guess roll me to catch. Strength saving throw, I guess. So the saving throw
Don't worry.
would be different.
Can I backflip into that?
You can consider it help, like you trying to actually like help him if you want.
Wait.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try to
Am I
get
running
so.
with advantage then? Am I running with advantage?
Sure.
Alright.
Sure, dude.
Yes! I went from a 17 to an 18. Thank you.
So as Gabriella gets thrown out of the grasp of what she can assume to be her brother, she gets thrown back to the earth and she goes and hits you center mass, Galax, but the fact that she fell from 20 to 30 feet up is still gonna do some damage, so I'm needing you guys to both make
Does
actually,
anyone see me trying to do that? And
I mean, nobody has
mean-
said, so it's too late now.
I mean,
Oh.
But what about his new boot?
What about my
So Galax, you take 9 damage. Gabriella, you take 4.
Jesus! Oh, half
I
dead.
take 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorting through the charred remains, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me investigation.
Why is it
I'm
investigation?
crying.
I'm just trying to find my family. My dice hate me.
Not one.
Oh no.
No, I got a 3, which means I get +2, which is a 5.
So as you're investigating these, the remains of the house that has been burnt out by the 2 figures that you can assume, or the dragon, some sort of source, you notice that there's 2 or 3 charred corpses in the house, and you see that the church is oddly still intact, not perfect condition, but very much still usable. The whole rest of the surrounding area is still charred and just everything's caved in, and it seems decrepit, like it's been gone and left and forgotten forever.
But I can't tell who the bodies are.
You cannot tell for sure who the bodies are. You could only hazard a guess.
Where's Trigger?
Can I see if
Trigger
there's any...
Trigger is still at the cart, like looking around trying to find the dragon.
Alright, sorry.
Can I see if there's anything specific, like, to identify them? Or
Yeah.
no?
What was on them before to identify them? Because you have that circlet of like little lapis, right? A circlet
Yeah.
with a little bit of lapis.
I assume they all have something of a piece of lapis on them.
So you on one person's hand, you can notice a little ring with a bit of lapis in it, but he isn't like wearing it; he's holding it. And on another one, you can notice just like another necklace, but this time that person's wearing it.
You said there was 3 though. I only see the 2 things.
The last one does not have any lapis on them.
So probably, definitely my mother. And probably
I go
my
to
father.
after I have like my panic attack. I kind of like notice Rosalind. I go to try to like get her up. It's like we need to find answers right now.
That was
And
my
I- yeah.
brother's, wasn't it?
I stay silent, but I think because I know she knows.
I don't know.
The
Is
one
it?
you the
I'm
one
not
you
your character.
shot.
I don't know.
The
Does
one you
she know?
shot was at least Ensign. Which means that had to be Drew.
Drake.
Other D name.
You know.
At this point, Trigger gets off the car and he goes, "Do you see what I was talking about?"
Run towards Trigger with a knife and towards the second. Like, you are telling me everything you know right now.
Jesus Christ.
Can I sort of stop them from, actually hurting each other?
You can
And
step
sort
in
of-
between them if you want. Try to step in
Yeah.
between them.
Galax,
I'm gonna try to.
he caused my family to murder other families, and I cannot stand for this right now.
I'm
Do
gonna
not
grab
stand
them
in my way.
both by the scruff of their shirts.
I'm pointing my
Am I
pistol
able
back
to?
and forth.
Am I able to?
I'll say you can, yes.
Tell
Listen
me
to
everything you know.
very carefully. Rosalind, please don't do anything. I understand why you're so frustrated. You've just lost your family. I get it. Okay? And I sort of look at Gabriella and I go, killing more people will not help this right
Just
now.
want him to be honest about what he knows.
And what you fail to see is I have him by the scruff of the neck too. Now let me talk to him. Why? What do you know? You need to start talking some sense, because we've played with your riddles, we've played with your mystery. Now ain't the time to riddle about.
I told you I don't know everything. But those two got into magic that they weren't supposed to dabble with.
So, Gabriella, did you know who them two were?
They were our brothers, Rosalind's and mine.
Does that help you out, Trigger, at all? I'm getting more and more angry, by the way, so my fucking tight.
He grabs your hand and he goes, "I already knew that." And he like slowly grabs your hand and tries to pull it away.
I'm not letting go. He can fight me on this. I will roll to strength. I do not care. I'm not letting him go.
All right. He's gonna go ahead and just let you hold on, but he's not gonna be picked up or anything.
All right.
How
He
close
goes,
are we to the church?
"How close are you?" You probably about 30-40 feet.
Okay.
The church itself, like the steeple of it, is like a little charred and kind of caved in a bit. But other than that, the only damages it seems to be done to the church is that there are blackened like soot marks and a couple burns that seem to be dying out of the wood. And the church, other than that, is in really good condition.
I'm going to do a primeval awareness real quick.
All right, go ahead and tell me what your things
my
are
things
again.
are-
Aberrations, fiends, and undead.
Pretty much everything. Actually, hold on. let me.
My hands hurt doing that. I'm actually pushing my hands really hard.
Yeah, same. I had to put my arm down because I'm just like I'm weak. Here you go. Oh yeah. Primeval awareness. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead.
You sense the presence of 3 different draconic origins flying away from you, You sense the aberration that you typically have been sensing. You said celestials?
Celestials, yes.
So you can sense the celestial like energy coming from the church, sort of. But
Okay.
you can't really sense anything beyond that.
Alright. I run towards the church then. Rustin, follow me.
Yeah.
You're currently being held by Galax.
You're running. You're.
I'm assuming you'd let me down if I'm backing off from him. I'm assuming, unless you're just gonna still hold me by the scruff of my shirt.
I'm gonna sort of like pull you away like that. But if you come back, I will not be a happy bunny, and I'm gonna let my grip go. And I'm staring through Gabrielle, like a hole through you, not in like an aggressive like in a I'm gonna hurt you. I don't want to have to. Kind of way. Okay.
Wait, did you say you're gonna? If I don't come back, or if I do come back?
If you come back and try that again, what you did,
Oh.
I will.
Dude, I like how Hana's just like, all right. Hana has not cared this entire time.
Yeah, I'm just
Galax,
hearing
I love-
angry sounds. If it's directed at someone, you're done.
Alex,
done
I lost
for.
a family once.
My
I'm not
worst
going to lose them
decision.
again.
I'm gonna let Gabriella go because I know that her mind is going towards Rosalind. So I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna hands.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna have
Alright.
both hands on trigger, you said?
Yep.
And then Rosalind and I are going to be running towards the chapel.
We're gonna see. Hopefully, there's some survivors in the chapel, maybe.
Alright, we'll go ahead and do Galax's conversation first.
Okay.
Because I would like to just point out I have no clue what's just happened and what's going on. So I'm gonna ask Trigger to explain everything he knows to me, because I don't know anything.
There. So
I know you're listening.
he just goes.
I'm over
He just
here.
kind of sits there. He's like, well, guess it's time to bring the loudmouth out. And you see him like slowly raise his hand up and like grabs something from his bag, what looks to be a little syringe of sorts, and he like slowly puts it into his shoulder, and he just goes, all right, here you go, and he injects it into himself, and you see his hair physically turn back to green, and he goes, whoa, well, what the happened here?
And I'm like, right, I'm gonna slap him to make him realize that he's being still grabbed by a very. All right.
You hit him, he goes, well,
Talk
just having a
now.
nap, and that was a rather rude wake-up call. Anyways, what am I talking about?
So, your friend, Mr. Bluehair, said that you would talk about what has just happened here. Two men who I assume are the brothers of my companions, and there's a lot of fire going on. I assume to talk.
He sits there and he goes, well, let's just say that they were setting ways to hopefully cure my little affliction, among others. I wasn't the main person that they were trying to cure. And they might have stumbled upon something that has said to cure things such as it in the past. And they might have backfired a little bit in the preparation of spells, might have caused a little bit of problems, but essentially they've become the ancestor to my condition.
So this is your fault, and my voice is getting very.
It is not my fault. This thing that afflicts me has been something that lays dormant in a lot of individuals, including, but not limited to, nobles, beggars, street thieves, merchants, guards, guard captains, mercenaries, pirates. There's a lot. The list goes on. It afflicted that little hobgoblin you killed. Why my friend had to show up and hasten his demise.
I'm gonna sort of like push him away, but like it's away.
Okay.
First of all, you could have had your neck sliced open, so a thanks would be nice. Secondly, you are gonna be treading this close to literally being squashed like a wall.
He goes, "You sliced my neck open."
No, I saved you from it happening.
Well, if I get my neck sliced open by one of you, that dragon is going to be the least of your worries.
Just watch yourself, and I'm gonna turn back and go towards the bodies because I can remember what her the Lapis like parents were wearing, so I want to try and find them as well. And look through the bodies. Do I find the two like Lapis jewelry?
Roll me an investigation real quick.
Sorry, what?
Roll me investigation real quick.
Oh, I'm proficient in it. Let's go. 23, baby. Nat 20 as well.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, dude.
Dude, my dice knows when I'm being fucking.
In the pocket of the father, you do notice like a little slip of paper just poking out. It's not very noticeable, but you see a little slip of paper on the side.
I'm gonna take the paper, but I'm not gonna look at it.
Okay.
It's very important that I don't look at it. But
Okay.
at this point, I'm gonna kneel down, like in front of the two bodies or three bodies, and close my eyes and just sort of just slowly look up, and just sit there for a little while.
Okay. And you're just, I'm assuming you're gonna essentially pray for him.
Yeah, like a small ritual. Yeah.
Okay. Rosalind and Gabriella, you guys are bursting through the church doors.
Tears in my eyes.
You're bursting through with tears in your eyes, you said?
Yes.
Do we see any survivors in the church?
As you burst through, you see the church pews and all the seating arrangements are empty. You see one person at the altar standing there, and as you burst through, they kind of like shudder and they go, "I was wondering when you'd arrive." And they get up and they turn around, and Rosalind, you can recognize this as your patron goddess, and she goes, "My child, I can only do so much to this place. My power's not very strong here." And she holds out her like arm to like come and like embrace you essentially. And do you accept her embrace, I guess?
I guess so.
As you walk forward and she holds you close, she just goes, "Don't worry, dear. Your brothers have strayed from the path, but we will find them soon enough, and we will put them back on the right way to their destiny." And it's like 4 o'clock, so I kind of want to end it there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end it.
I kind of want to end it there for today, guys. Kyo, are you about to have to head out?
Yeah, I gotta
Yes.
head out right now.
Okay, no
Oh,
worries, dude.
God.
Do you want to before we go? Yo, do you want to talk about your channel real quick before we go?
I mean, it's kind of like the coolest one on here right now, to be honest. If you're looking for the best content creator and streamer on Twitch, twitch.tv/LucidWraithh, 2
Nope.
H's. And, yeah,
Yes,
no,
merch.
He has
and
merch.
Lucid has merch. I'm Lucid. Wait, what?
What? Weird. Okay, see ya, Kyo. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank
Sorry you didn't get to
you.
talk
Thank
much.
you.
Love you, bud.
Ooh, bye. I love you, friends.
Mwah. All right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for that, but that was planned from the beginning. You guys don't seem to like it. I told you guys you wouldn't like this session. But
You
how
said
are you?
someone would not like this session.
I mean, there was a lot of other times. I mean, I had a feeling. I just wanted to go with it.
Yeah.
No
There's-
one's family can be happy.
Listen. Flip, are you okay? Are you actually crying, Flip?
Yeah. I'm so
sorry.
attached to these guys.
I'm so sorry. Oh
We had
That's
such
like
a nice session a couple days ago, and then you're just like that loving relationship you had. Yeah, we're just gonna tear that all away and rip out your heart, and
I lost like one family, and I just had the emotional trauma of dealing with my father again, and then I come home to see like my actual like adopted father essentially, and like now her freaking God's in a church, and she didn't do jack shit.
He's like, I did all I could. Why couldn't you get like some of the people inside of the church?
I thought there'd be at least a few people, maybe.
I thought there'd be at least
her.
I thought there'd be at least like the
A few
priest or the
survivors.
priestess or something like that. No, there's nobody.
There's nobody in the church.
Not to be like
Do you need
crude
to...
or anything, but your dad did kind of say to look after you too. Not to
didn't say to look
You
after
are
him.
not our
Shadow.
adopted father. I refuse.
Hold on, Daddy.
No, no, but in the sense of foreshadowing.
Yo, hold on one second. Let me just go ahead and say thank you so much, Matt, for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Welcome to the graveyard. You enjoyed watching. I appreciate that you enjoyed watching, man. Thank you so much. Also, Nelly, Tim, Azzy's in here, Angry. Flip is, I'm assuming, in here as well. Thank you all so much for stopping by. No,
Open at all. No, not at all. Not at all. No.
It's a yo.
No.
Just quickly before I forget. So Matt likes to be referred to as them or they.
Them or
So-
they? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I
saw
didn't
that
see
earlier.
that.
Okay, okay.
I just
Sounds
want to let you
good.
guys know that just now.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah,
about that. I probably should have said it.
No worries. No worries. But yeah, that's the session for today. Listen, no, literally since you no, Flip. You don't understand. Literally since you said Drake went to study draconic magic, I was like, well, I know where this is going. It was literally since he said. So honestly, if Flip had not said Drake went to study draconic magic, I might not have done this. But I was like, it's happening, man. Dude, you used to live in Bloomington? I don't go around Blono very often, honestly. Blono is too far, man, but I do love it. You're too good at speaking for a long time, but saying absolutely nothing.
My heart is so broken right now, guys.
You're in my
what I
soul.
cared about.
God.
Listen, man, listen. All I'm saying is the plot thickens, okay?
Yeah, you think?
And next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, dude, listen, I did not mean to make Flip actually cry.
You know what? Demeter kind of sucks. I'm just saying.
You
Your
made
patron-
me sad too.
Dude,
I think they
listen.
were both in tears at some point. I think
I,
Listen.
I definitely teared up a bit, but I wanted to like add because I think because I was getting like into the emotion of like what Gabriella would really feel in this moment, and I'm trying
I
not to
was more
like.
just shocked, like you literally killed them all.
I never said that I killed them all. You've only found 3 bodies.
But both of them are my parents. I only have 4, like
You don't
3
know
family
that.
members.
You just know that one of them was wearing a necklace and one had a ring.
And I have a note that you don't know what it says.
Yes, but you
I
did
haven't
say
opened
to
it.
Angry, there is a note on the father, and I'm like, great. So he is in there, and he is dead.
Listen, I think you're reading into it too much. I never
JK,
said that.
unless.
I misspeak a lot. I don't think it's his father. Just saying. I don't think it's his father. Just saying.
This is not that game show.
Also,
You're
Rosalind,
not
sorry
the
for
father.
shooting your brother.
You
That's
just
right.
went. Oh, shit. Well, that happened.
I mean,
Alright.
to be fair, I tried to punch my brother, so.
All right, guys. If you guys want, we can end off the stream. Do you guys want to talk about your channels? Who wants to
Angry
go
first.
About my
first?
therapy
Angry
session that I need to have
Angry
afterward.
first. Go angry.
Angry, why don't you talk about your channel, dude?
Alright, hello everybody. So I play Galax, who's having quite a lot of development. He's got got a bit of a love interest. And
think?
he's also developing some other things.
Oh,
but,
whoa.
Yeah, I play him very chaotic, I will admit. Very, very controllable with this session, actually, towards the end. But I usually stream over on Twitch. I'm currently taking a break because I need to, because of my mental state and everything else. But I'm slowly finding the pieces, and the jigsaw puzzle will be back together soon. But I'm going to be trying to stream I want to be trying to stream 5 days a week where I'll randomly take a day off. And again, I say it every stream, but Lucid, thank you so much for letting me be a part of it, dude. And if you haven't already got his merch, guys, come on, step it up.
It's just there for ha ha.
Yeah, if you guys want, please go check out Angry. His thing is down there, the Galax, the Iconoclast panel right there. If you guys just type that into Twitch, you should be able to find him. It's Angry_RJ with 3 Ys. I might have 2 H's, but he has 3 Ys.
Angry, yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Flip, why don't you talk about your channel next, dude?
Hi, I'm Flip. I play Gabriella Blackwood, who is a very hoity-toity princess, and very, very emotional apparently right now. I also have taken a small mental break. Now I'm gonna make a longer break. No, I took a small mental health break from streaming for a bit, but I will be starting up pretty soon. I miss it a lot. You can find me over at, in the panel below me. And yeah, there's that. I'm a variety streamer. I usually do first person shoot, FPS, but I've also been doing a lot of League of Legends. Cause yeah, that's a thing that I do.
Mm-hmm. And Azzy, why don't you go ahead and end us out?
I'm Azrael519. I am a variety streamer.
You forgot the 519 Angry.
No. You see
Who-
nothing.
has
no
a
game.
Different mod, alright?
Running with the same theme, I have also been taking a mental break. A lot of things have been happening in the past, like hi Angry. Hi Angry. But I usually am a variety, so I started playing League of Legends, so I started learning that game. Overwatch. We've been playing a couple other games like Phasmophobia, so pretty much
Oh, and
anything.
Minecraft.
And Minecraft. So like
Back in
anything,
Minecraft.
everything. I'm not very consistent with games because there's a lot of things I want to play, a lot of things I want to do. But I do want to get back into streaming. I kind of wanted to get back into it like this weekend, but you know that didn't happen. So hopefully this week I can start back up.
Listen,
we'll
guys, I'm at least glad that you guys are taking like your breaks and stuff though, because it's necessary.
Yeah, now I need another one. Thank you, Mr. DM.
Listen.
I need to go cry over my hypothetical family, okay?
It's not even your hypothetical family. I guess technically it's your hypothetical
It's his
family.
hypothetical adopted family.
And
Oh
before Lucid runs away, and it's stinky. We also have 2 things. So first of all, if you aren't already following this man, I'm pointing the wrong way. That way.
Wait, hold on.
You're further
Is
away.
he, he's here for me.
He's
If you
below
aren't already
me.
following this man, he's
So scuffed.
he's very dedicated to what he does. and
Oh my gosh.
very
Lucid
appreciative
fusion dance.
of who he is.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
We're gonna turn into Viku, dude. Boom. We're gonna turn into
he's a
Viku.
very
Flip
he's a
it.
very
We're
dedicated
flipping.
individual. Oh, yeah, what's the point? Okay. He's a very
Ah.
dedicated individual, and he loves what he does, and he definitely deserves a lot of the love. And he's just amazing. And on top of that, we do have a Minecraft server that we do weekly challenges and monthly challenges for. That we did our first challenge yesterday,
Yeah.
which was fishing, and it was very chaotic.
Listen, that fishing challenge was
Someone may
fun.
or may not have died during that challenge, but it was still pretty fun.
That fishing challenge was fun, and the guy that died also still got 2nd place. So I mean, like, listen. So,
Maybe if I would have died, I would have got first.
but yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying Minecraft. But I'm I might stream later tonight, but I do have to end the stream right now just to get the clip so we can upload it to YouTube. If you guys don't know, we do have a YouTube. It's not in the link tree because it's a separate D&D YouTube, but it will be in the Discord. So if you guys aren't in the Discord, join the Discord already, and we will keep you guys up to date on that there. I love you all.
You can catch up on all the episodes.
Yeah, exactly. It's all in a playlist just for you guys. So, bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out and give them a proper send off. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Sorry for torturing y'all.
Thank you so much for a emotional.
You don't understand how
D&D
anxious I was about this session. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Sorry, and I love you. I promise. Bye bye.